will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
Hey guys, looks like your free ride's over, huh? Have fun living on the streets.
Okay, cool. Good chatting, you guys.
Wrong fucking intro.
Really good.
Somebody play the record scratch sound effect.
So we're not going to play the whole thing, but
sorry, I don't know how to stop it.
What I'm going to do. Holy fucking shit!
So wait. So wait a minute. Is the question now is are you going to nuke the entire stream because of this?
No, I am not. Let's just say I'm not that professional. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this down.
Bruh.
You're not a quantity over quality kind of man.
Not at all. Hold on. Talk amongst yourself, fellas. Well, we're at episode 38 of the Weekly Rogues Gallery. We are not prepared at all. Been trying to get everything ready this week, but have been really wrecked at work, so haven't had even a moment's free time. But give me one moment here while I pull up the correct intro.
You fucked up.
You
fucked up.
Yep. Go ahead and I take full beratement at this point.
Boo this man. Boo.
I've never seen a more pathetic pile of crap in my life. Look at him. You make me sick. Look at him, his silly aviators, thinking he's somebody important. You ain't nothing but a piece of trash, son. Get it right.
You sound like a gay.
I don't know. They stack shit that high.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. Holy Holy shit. But anyway.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Iron, your MSNBC audition is not going well.
Seriously, Elon's totally not hiring you.
Keep going. Yeah, just talk amongst yourselves, guys. I'm trying to find. I've lost my phone. You know what? Fuck it. Oh, just because you're, we'll just play the whole fucking thing.
Selena just said, at least he doesn't nuke the stream midway like someone I know. Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Stream's nuked. Here we.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
Hey guys, looks like your free ride's over, huh? Have fun living on the
We'll go ahead.
streets.
Okay, cool. Good chatting, you guys.
Fingers crossed that this is the right one.
So it's the right one.
Yeah, I was going to butt that to stay on third time's a charm, but I guess not.
Congratulations. You redeemed
So I
yourself.
just need to edit out about 13 minutes before that, and we'll be fine. Great
No,
show.
leave it in. It's
Thank
comedy.
you for adding my name. That was amazing.
Yeah, I get to be Toasty's little sex doll, so hey, I'm cool.
Special guest.
Wait a minute. I didn't agree.
All right.
Oh, you put me back in the bus? What the
Weekly
hell?
Rugs Gallery.
I didn't agree to it, but I don't-
You're already there.
Well, it's better than
Are
being
you
dirty.
drinking milk,
Battsauce?
Battsauce? Literally always.
Which do you guys like my background?
Jeremy's joke.
I know.
So great.
I know. Oh, Strider's gone. We lost him. Somebody go check on him. Make sure he's okay. That actually gives me a good idea for a meme, Toasty. What I'll do is put your head on all the black guys, and then put the that little Twitter activist that got you nuked in the couch.
I'll admit that's the last thing I wanted to hear when I heard Iron say, "I have an idea." When seeing that photo.
Yeah, we know what idea you had.
Oh wow. Well, you know, I keep most of them to myself. That's all. All right.
That's where they belong.
So, now that the show's finally started almost an hour late, how's everybody doing tonight?
All right.
Let's go around the horn.
Not
Let
bad.
everybody introduce themselves. We'll start with the co-host that's finally here, Professor Savage Dad. How's it going, man?
Wait, not only am I here, look who's here with me. Jay came to hang out, butt flap and all. So you know, there he is. Signed.
Oh, he's signed it?
Have you been
always
yourself
with me?
to sleep at night in that little Jay doll since you messed the whole show that the real life Jay was actually on?
I only missed the part of the show that he was on, but that's what happens when I'm traveling.
That's all. I only missed the entire part where he was here.
Hey, how many of you? I'm gonna pull this one on you guys. How many of you guys have actually even read the book?
Wish I could. Didn't.
No, I haven't because I haven't bought it yet. I'm gonna buy both.
Oh, you should have backed it. It's good. It's a good kids book. My son loves it.
Cool.
That's awesome. Everybody should go back it. Go get both if you're like me. And
Yes.
we're too poor to buy the first one when it came out. And we're joined by two, not just one, but two special guests tonight. We'll start with the first one, Toasty with the Mosty 69 or Toasty. How's it going tonight?
Better. Yeah,
Better?
I was kind of like pissed off a couple of days ago.
We're going to ask you exactly why here in a few minutes. So there's quite an interesting lore behind that. We're also joined by Devil Made Me Do It. What's going on, man?
No, nothing much. Just got off work. Finally got my schedule sorted out so I can start getting on people's shows again and hanging out. Yeah. Yep.
Well, this actually worked perfectly since I was so underprepared that starting late what kind of aligned with you perfect. So that's actually how it was supposed to happen. And RedStrider, what's going on tonight, man?
Doing good. Just got Horseman in yesterday, so I spent the evening reading that. That was pretty fun. Just want to point out I'm holding a miniature cottage, and yet Prof still beat me on the gayest thing on here with a bare ass J drunk 3PO plushie. So
is it the gayest thing?
I don't know. It's pretty cool, Toasty. You tell me. I've got like 10 of these.
You know, Strider, I just, I was unaware that
I make up for that.
A 72-year-old woman.
Yeah, he keeps them right next to his little angel figures. Little
My mom is
angels.
67.
Yeah.
I think so. That
Great Britain.
By the way, that mini tree back there is one of those old ceramic trees that I got from my grandma. So
oh crap! I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
You're gonna have to share your collection of Norman Rockwell plates.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just surrounded by some of the greatest stories ever written.
That's my other bookcase.
Oh, you bought Tale of the Dunce Whisperer. Thank you.
It's actually in my Amazon cart.
Put the Dunce Whisperer behind him. Actually, he bought several copies just to raise his intellect.
There we
go. I'm gonna get Vaughn's book
work.
and your book, Battsauce, and I'm gonna bring them really close together and see what happens.
I can't afford any more car
Are they
accidents.
going? I mean, is it going to be like a magnet? Are they going to repel each other, or are they going to attract? I mean,
We're gonna find out. This is common science here. We need, we need to figure out what's gonna happen when we put the two of them together in the same spot.
Apparently, when you put them both together, it summons Dermy.
Yeah, it does. Why is he in the chat?
Usually, you have to rub two hot dogs together.
Showed up. If you say "gay" 3 times while holding a hot dog, he will appear.
So like the panel did that.
Bloody Mary.
It's like Bloody Mary. Gay, drunken Emerald Arrow. What's going on, man?
I wish I had the classical gay style like Strider does in his place.
Very classy.
It is very classic. Not too bad. It's been a long week. Luckily, I get to a little bit of relax next week, so it's great.
Oh, right on. That must be nice. Yeah. I still have to work, so anyway. Vagabond, what's going on, dude?
Oh no, you quit your job like I did also.
I wish I could.
Honestly, but nothing much. Just I'll be streaming with Dermy tomorrow, playing Among Us, and then
awesome.
Oh no, someone else is also here. Oh, I got Jay too. What? How did he get transferred over here?
Oh, right. I know he teleported.
Yeah, but yeah, not much. I might do a birthday stream on Tuesday. Playing some simple games, nothing too complicated, so my computer can probably handle it. Hopefully. Other than that, still working on setting up a podcast because I swear it's not hentai, and go from there.
Definitely not hentai. Definitely not.
That's how you name a podcast.
Nice. Promise it's not hentai.
Vagabond's just like, it's art.
Yeah, it's usually it's a weird anime. If you get past the premise, like it'll probably weird people out, but I swear it's not a hentai. It's just you get past the premise.
So
that name is.
This
so
is going to be
freaking-
you reviewing animes that are on the cuspus of being hentai. I'm guessing, right?
No, it's just they got
Yeah,
weird
maybe.
premises, but like if you tell an average person, like they're gonna be looking at you like, "What the hell are you watching?"
No.
But it's like it's the most wholesome stuff ever. Like
This is his clickbait. Let's be honest, because people are gonna be like, "Yeah, definitely not hentai. I'm gonna definitely watch this," and they're gonna be like, "Holy shit, it really wasn't hentai."
Yeah,
Like a poll at the end of every episode in the chat for everybody to decide: is it hentai? Yes or no?
what I'm also
The two options are yes and
be a
hell
beach.
yes.
But you should make
I
your
mean-
avatar just a tentacle penis.
Oh no, I can't do that.
What you're talking about is hentai.
That's
But
going into the hentai territory, but
I know. That's
where it's actually hentai. But
Holy shit.
no, but what I plan to do is like I also want to have guests on where I give them beforehand. I give them 12 episodes of a weird, obscure anime to watch, and they come on and we talk about it because there's so many hidden gems out there if you don't just watch the mainstream stuff.
I volunteer to tribute. That
Mainstream
sounds awesome.
hentai.
This is the underground artful and tasteful hentai. Nate, what's going on?
That's
dude?
what Battsauce watches.
What?
Oh god.
Why did I get thrown under the bus there?
Yeah, I guess Battsauce can have the actual hentai podcast or something.
It's definitely hentai.
Where did I get thrown into this?
Yeah, his will just be high art hentai podcast.
Yeah, the
Gotta
tentacles
use
ask
that
permission
same
before
picture with
they.
the beret and
blends in.
everything. And just some tentacles coming up behind you.
This dick is only so much smaller than the other dick, but it represents the dichotomy of men or something.
Christ. Anyway, what has been going on with me? Oh, I've been working for the past 13 days straight, man. I gotta get those Christmas dollars somehow so I can provide Christmas for everybody. And
Or have one stripper have a really good night.
I sent you my list.
I'm
dude.
just trying to afford a turkey next week.
right? Well, other than that,
After the bust
nothing,
ass just to do that.
nothing much.
You need to borrow
Just
my
been-
rifle.
Oh God.
You
Just
get one for
We
free.
had roving games of wild turkeys out here in Vegas. I would.
But other than that, I've just been for the past 2 weeks just been brainstorming ideas for the Slaughterfest that's getting ready to go down tomorrow night.
Looking forward to
I
it.
don't think
I'm
you're
probably
actually
gonna
gonna do
die.
it. I
Strider's
don't-
definitely gonna die.
Almost certainly I'm gonna die, but I don't think you're gonna kill the rest of us.
Strider, I found the clip from Road to El Dorado of him going, "He gave me loaded dice." It's one of my new clips now.
Here's how sure I am that this motherfucker's gonna kill me. He asked me, "Hey, by the way, if your character dies, do you want to have him be reincarnated, or do you want him to have me bring
wanna
you
know
back
something
somehow?
funny?
What do you want to do?" I'm like,
I think
"Oh,
he asked
so you're
everybody that.
I
Oh, okay,
asked
never mind.
everybody that question.
okay, never mind."
Yeah. I'm
And
trying to tell a
Theo,
story.
what's going
I
on,
wouldn't
dude?
Wouldn't just kill you for no reason.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Theo Snodgrass, comedian. I'm having a good day. I just trying to talk my friend into quitting his full-time job as an electrician to help me with comedy full-time for no money. And It was
How'd that work out?
The conversation. Well, I got to tell you, the conversation was longer than I expected, but it wasn't very long. He said this thing about having full custody of his daughter and having to pay rent and stuff. And I told him,
man, that's Twitter talk.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, come on,
daughter
man,
and
let's
rent,
live in
and
a
we're like-
van. Let's do this.
He was like, "What the fuck are those? Daughter and rent? I don't know anything about.
I
these
have
things.
none
I
of
mean, those things are fleeting, but traveling with me in a van.
That's
for
right.
no-
You know,
once in a while.
Yeah, no windows.
yeah,
Really
No
custom
AC.
paint job.
Don't you want to
Eggshell
live
white,
off of
like
Don't you want to live off of Love's food for a month? Sounds awesome.
It's called
Well,
West
say it.
Coast chic.
let's do it.
Hey,
Yeah, it's a-
yeah.
You can get Buc-ee's. That's cool.
I don't have a
Content
toilet or a
van.
urinal. I just shit in this bucket and dump it on the side of the road when I'm done with it.
Hey, don't talk about
Listen.
Jeremy's house that way.
Fuck it, just hang your ass out the back, man.
yeah.
grab that roof rack and just
Someone in California is about to have a real good day.
Oh no!
Say, hey, this smells like this. This shit smells better than the other shit I walk through every day.
Just make sure the appropriate
Back, are you
shitty
muted?
car is behind you before you do it.
And last
Oh,
but not
my
least,
bad.
Battsauce. What's going
Hey.
on, man?
Hey, well, as people know, I have a book available on Amazon, Illumination Toolsmith, Tale of the Dunce Whisperer. Just like the best story ever written, so I don't know why you wouldn't buy that. $7.99 physical, $2.99 digital. What else is there to say? Harry Potter meets Office Space. Besides that, I did get Horseman in from Eric July, written by Chuck Dixon. I'll be doing a review with some people on the Iron Seas on this comic this weekend. Sub to that because we're 2 away from 100, and that show is way too good to be under 100 subs. It's kind of ridiculous.
Drop the link in the chat.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I will get that in there. But I want to share something real quick.
Okay, go for it.
Yep. Right here. So it's shared. So I also got Phenomenova in the mail as well.
Nice.
And if you could share the screen by Vaughn Coleman. We know him, right?
We
I would
do.
assume everybody
Only
knows.
10.
Vaughn.
Oh yeah, that's right. He can't be here because this is the adults only show.
Yeah. Share my screen.
I'm looking for your screen. There it is. God damn.
So I went to my mailbox and I picked it up, and immediately after, like literally 20 feet from my mailbox, I stopped because somebody's in reverse and they reversed right into my car. Yeah. So
I blame
there's
Vaughn.
a world where Vaughn doesn't write a comic book, and in that world, my car is just fine. So I expect Vaughn to pay for this in full. Because I don't know, we live in this shitty world where he wrote a comic and now I have a car that's fucked up. Thank you, Vaughn.
Well, that was shocking.
Just absolutely.
Did you stick
Not
your
cool.
ass out the back of the car and shit on theirs as a result?
Dude, it was messed up. So, like, the first thing, what's the first thing you say when, like, you hit somebody, or even if you're you get hit or whatever? What's the first thing you say?
F-bomb, I'm gonna kill you.
No, for real. What's the first
You
thing you
ran
say to
into
that
me,
person?
fucker.
No,
Wait, Nate,
are you
did you just
okay?
say, Mom, I'm going to kill you?
I said F-bomb, I'm
I
gonna
thought
kill
you said Mom. I'm like, there's a backstory there that we need to hear. Go ahead and continue.
It's
I'll
not
be
a
right back.
phase, Mom.
No, I'm like struggling to open
It's
my
a
door.
lifestyle choice.
Of course, his truck is just fine, and he's like, oh, I was looking at the other mirror. Like, why'd you speed up and why'd you blow your horn
Why'd
last
I
minute? And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Because I'm like, dude, he backed up to me. Like, I'm like, if this guy fights it, I'm like, this is gonna be a pain, right? Because it's
He's
like
driving a Ford.
I got hit in the front, so it's like, I'm gonna have to prove that he was in reverse if this guy's gonna lie about it, you know?
Is he driving a Ford?
Chevrolet.
Oh, that's even worse. Fuck
Yeah.
that guy. You should have
No,
whooped
but
his
he-
ass right there in the street.
I was about to. He got in his truck because I was like, "What the fuck are you saying?" Right? And then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to my house. Just follow me." And I'm like, "I'm not fucking following you." And then he drove off. So I
It's
called
kind
the
of Silence
cops.
of the Lambs thing, right? Oh yeah,
Right?
hey, just come help me with my
That's
chair.
some Ed Gein level type of buffoonery.
This guy's like a neighbor too. I've never met him before, but he's lives very close, and it was
You're
such a
gonna be-
weird situation. He drove back with his like insurance, but I'm like, Yeah, get back in your fucking car, buddy. I'm not talking to you. Oh, what are you gonna? You're gonna be like that? Yeah, I'm gonna be like that. You hit my fucking car.
I think you should
make it my fault.
From past experience, I think you should have followed him. I have some crazy stories where I was in a car accident and I followed the person and it came out good on my.
No, I had his plate and I called the cops and said a hit and run. So it's like,
yeah,
good luck getting out of that.
You narc, called the cops.
Like what are you? Like, what am I supposed to do? Just pay for it all? Like, fuck me.
All your street cred's gone.
Like, I'm inconveniencing the guy. The guy has the audacity, like, I'm inconveniencing him, and I'm like, motherfucker. Like, I don't want to go to the car shop and fucking deal with this.
You're doing the responsible adult thing after an accident.
It's spraying off, man.
He probably had a small Peter. Let's be honest here.
Probably.
Yeah, with the Ford.
So thank you, Vaughn Coleman. Fucker.
Right. Oh, there's so many memes in my head, man, of Vaughn in a car like smashing into another car. Put your guys' heads on it. Him just looking out the window going, enjoy the comic, loser.
Yeah, I gotta make it.
With the mom from Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh shit.
All right, hold on. I gotta let the dogs out. Then we'll go ahead and say hi to the chat. Get on to the first topic. 1 sec.
So the question has to be asked: who let said dogs out? Who?
It's a good question.
I let my puppies out this morning for the first time.
Oh, okay.
I don't have dogs. I have
slang
hamsters.
for something.
Oh,
Hamsters?
I got dogs and cats. So, an extra plural on the cats.
And a woman chained out back, all sorts of livestock.
Dude,
you got that.
Listen to Vagabond humble bragging about how much pussy he's got.
Too much.
So
That's what he was trying to do with
not enough.
toxoplasmosis.
It started off
there
with
you
4
go.
cats, and now I'm at too many.
That's what he's trying to do when he was talking about following the person after the accident, how it turned out good for him.
That probably.
He's all, oh, God, did I hit you? I best pay.
Oh, did I hit you? Here.
Oh no, stepbrother, how am I gonna pay?
Stepbrother, I'm stuck in this car accident.
Yeah.
Right. Just
can't open the
adapt.
door,
You're a
step
writer,
bro.
Battsauce. Just adapt the story a little bit and send it into Hustler. Those true life experiences.
Exactly.
Like the Red Shoe
Penthouse.
Diaries or some
You should
shit.
know better.
I haven't met you, Battsauce. I met a couple of you. Has anyone ever mentioned you look like that dude from freaking Dodgeball? The little black haired one?
What?
Right?
The little what?
It does look
Wait,
like
which one?
Justin Long.
When you said the dude, when you said the dude in the truck, I'm sitting there picturing you cleaning his tire afterwards. Like, I'm all like, whoa.
Holy shit.
Holy
I've never
crap.
gotten that before. Justin Long. I'll take that. It's a
Oh,
compliment.
I see it. I see it. Yep.
I figured maybe this was something
And I
all the
would-
time.
And a little like that, and I think a little bit of McLovin too.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
All right. Now you're just fucking with me.
No,
All
Like
right.
if they had a child,
That's
if they had a
Dawn.
child, it would be you.
At first, I thought you were going to say, what's his name? Zoolander. I was like, really?
Ben Stiller? Really?
Not Zoolander. No,
don't know
who's
about
the
Ben
actor?
Stiller.
Ben Stiller. I don't know.
Ben
Yeah.
Well, when he
Stiller,
said
Ben Stiller.
dodgeball, I'm like, oh, don't say Ben Stiller.
No.
Really?
No, I
Oh,
never
yeah,
get
Ben
that. I just
Stiller
thought that's
wasn't
what he was going to say.
Okay. I don't see how.
Now that's a
I don't
meme.
know, Ben Stiller. That's a
Justin
stretch.
Long and Mick Lovin as your parents holding you up as a little baby.
I don't like this. I'm being bullied. What is this?
I would have never thought that
I'm a
Stephen Dodd was
victim.
related to all these celebrities.
Goddamn coffee all over myself. Hold on.
You
All
did
right.
what all
Well,
over
I'm
yourself?
glad I got
No,
the.
not
I'm
on
glad I got
screen.
the
Don't
clip.
Dark Side kill us.
The clip section of my channel up and going. So we've already got some good content for the next
Oh,
one.
no.
All right, let's say hi to the chat real quick and get on to our first topic, starting at the top here. We got Kid Murray. That must be one of yours, Toasty. Good to see you, man. How's it going? Thumbnail grows crazy. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We got the
That's
car
good.
destroyer himself, Vaughn Coleman. What's going
Son
on,
of a
man?
bitch.
Because of you, my auto insurance is going up.
Vaughn Coleman!
another one of our panel regulars. Diesel, what's going on, dude? We've got
the chicken
Bishop.
sandwich was
Hey,
good.
good to see you. Another new face here. We've got Angry Vulcan. Always good to see you, man. We've got, of course, the master of quiz herself, Emily Kruger. How is it going tonight? Who else we got? And greetings, fellow lolcows from the homeless shelter. I tried to say everything and all at worse. So drunk 3PO is here today. Shut the fuck up, Master Hobo, but it is good to see you. Degenerate paratrooper. Another one of Toasties. Good to see you, though. We've got Renee. I'm not even gonna try, but hello, Renee.
Galarza?
And let's see.
That was easy.
What was it? Hey, say it for me. Garzala or what is it?
Lindy Rig. What's up?
Larza? That's
What's
not
up,
how
Lindy?
consonants work.
What in the world?
You
is
know
that?
what? Fuck it. Whatever. Lindy Rig
It's a
is 7.
redneck
Good to
otter?
see ya.
What's up, Lindy?
And
Yes, all the
let's
otters,
see if
bro.
we got anyone else? Dermy Wormy is here. I guess
He's
watching
letting us
before
know
the,
what he is.
Right.
This is confusing. Is he calling SK or is he like announcing it? Because we know.
He's just announcing it.
Yeah.
He just walks into a room and
We
he's
are
like,
aware.
Who the fuck is this quick?
Good to see you, Dermy. We'll see you on Ballbusters later. We've got Syrup City. Good to see you, man. And of course, Jack Tarlad. What's going on? Good to see you. Make time for the show. We miss you here, buddy. Decrepit. I believe I said that right. Immediately grabbed a wrench. We got Ryu. Evening. How's it going? And I think we've covered just about everybody. Anybody else pops in, we'll say hi to you as the show goes. So first topic this evening. Toasty, you've had an interesting week. Care to tell us about it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I had a biological male fucking mass report my fucking Twitter page because he got all his fifis hurt. And I sent you the screenshots of what I got and what I violated, which none of that violates what it says it does, by the way. So these people are weaker than wet toilet paper and baby shit. They're just weak.
Encouraging suicide or self-harm. What?
So,
And one
is
what
this the
way?
comment they're saying that was entailing?
I'm pretty
here down
sure
at the
their
bottom?
mental
Yes.
illness does that.
That's what I said. Also, so I think what it was like a post that this person said about how transitioning saves their lives, and I said, or something about that. Oh God, I forgot what the post said. But even so, if you look at my answer, my comment, how does that violate? How is that self-harm or promoting suicide in any way? My comment. All I said is then don't bring that shit to school because we don't like it. Don't teach that to our children. Stay away from them, basically. Also, it does bring a lot of negativity in your life, though, meaning, do you think that we should glorify being trans? Because it is a mental illness, and there's people that do struggle with that. It is. And that's not something to be proud of, honestly. So, but you tell me.
Well, you shouldn't push it onto kids who are underage, especially when kids aren't allowed to drink until they're 21. They're not allowed to smoke cigarettes until they're 21. There's certain things they can't do when they're until they're a certain age. Why are we trying to push this shit on the little kids when they're not even allowed to drink yet?
Because when you can't reproduce, you recruit.
Right. And
yeah,
they've already stopped doing a lot of this in other countries, Europe in particular. They've stopped the hormone treatments and everything else because studies have proven that it does absolutely dick to help save lives, quote unquote. But just going to your comment specifically, then don't bring that shit to school. Also, bring a lot of negativity in your life, though. None of that seems to be instigating anything. It's a nothing.
To Audrey Hale.
Could you imagine? Okay.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, could you imagine any other freaking mental illness that they would want that? Like if you had multiple personalities, whatever the hell, I know it has another name now.
Yeah.
yeah, would you ever sit there and go, you know what? I really wish I could get some other people to have this. No, you don't want anyone to have it. You're suffering with it. Why would you want to wish that on anyone else?
Right.
But yeah, we've accepted that this mental illness, that people can just go out and try to put it on children, try to put it on anybody, and gay people, you know, and yeah, we're supposed to just think that's normal. I don't know.
Well, I think it's deeper than that. I think the reason why they're doing it, there's a lot of perverts in there shit. So if you guys are familiar with John Money that experimented on those 2 kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So all that stems from that and this other German guy where it was like, they're trying to, what it is they're trying to blur the line so they can get to kids and stuff like that. And I won't say the word, but because we're on YouTube, but it's real disgusting, honestly.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the cordyceps virus, like from The Last of Us, like that fungus who takes over people's brains and gets them to kind of like if an ant gets one, then the ant colony will take that ant out into the woods and like rip it apart, because if the cordyceps virus gets into the ant colony, it can take over the whole colony and take over all the ants, right? And wokeness is kind of like that. It's like the cordyceps virus. It exists to propagate and spread itself. That's how it operates. And so if you get infected with it, then you just like have to spread it to children, or else those children will. I think where they got you is that you're discouraging transition, and transition is life-saving healthcare that prevents children from committing suicide. So therefore, you're pro-children suicide because you're anti-transition. I think that's how they got you.
Wow, that is
no, but here's the thing: he's probably not. That's probably not too far off course. No, most freaks actually think. And the thing is, this dude is just being a piece of shit. Because if you go all up and down his actual Twitter account, because I looked, I actually found a few comments. I think got suspended. Maybe someone else I'm thinking of. But he is your typical just troon, just self-important. Everything about the trans community is so vital to everything else that the rest of the world is doing. Just absolute attention, just complete attention-seeking behavior. And he claims, and actually he's been on hormone treatments since he was 10 years old. Okay, so it's 2024. This shit didn't start becoming mainstream for a few years. Wow, how the hell is that possible? How young is this guy? Oh, he's also a Twitch affiliate, by the way.
Yeah.
And a surprise
not only that,
Twitch loves
RedStrider.
Oh yeah, Twitch.
Not only that, but if you spend some time on his profile, he's very of the persuasion of disliking a very particular group of individuals based on their religion. He's got some very from the river to the sea posts that should leave anybody advertising on him very uncomfortable, I would say.
And here's the thing.
Funny, consider Twitch also is the same people that propped up Hassan Piker and propped up that one Islamic.
Rogan.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll have to use a whole other set of adjectives to describe that monster, but not because they are sympathetic to one side or the other, just because they're both massive pieces of shit.
Well, dude,
so, you know what?
Hassan is like openly pro grape.
Oh, yeah.
Like he said it.
And also just want to say collectively to Brogan, fuck you and every horse you ever fucked to ride in on it to be a Twitch affiliate, because I have friends who actually suffer from PTSD. I've got a friend of mine who was in 2 IED attacks and was a nervous wreck on his wedding day that I attended, and he's never told us about it till the night before his wedding. He just mentioned the fact that he'd been in 2 IED attacks. He actually does suffer from PTSD. So fuck you and the horse you're riding on, and I hope you get something happens to you from the IDF that vaporizes you.
Strider was really disappointed in himself when he purchased his pictures on OnlyFans. He's like, fuck me.
So I think the whole thing is they're trying to blur the lines of what kids can say they can consent to, right? If we let this go and say kids can consent to this, because we already got people trying to say that they're maps or whatever, right? And
Blue Sky is full of it.
So if we say that that's okay, then you're saying that kids are able to consent, and I think that's the root of the whole entire thing. Is they want that to be a norm, And if it's a norm, then they get full access to do all the nasty shit that they want to do.
Yeah, they literally want to brainwash children. That's what it is. And also I love the fact that he openly admits it. Oh, we got him. Misgendering me. I'm the woman. You are not.
Right.
Trying to be all clever.
It's crazy. It's like in any
targeted
sane
campaign of
society.
harassment.
Yeah, in a sane society, this would be a weird guy with a weird fetish publicly bullying a woman, and we would all be like, "Fucking stop it, dude!" You know. But it's not. For some reason, we're taking crazy pills, and we're pretending that he's a part of some oppressed group when it's like he's just got a weird interest in kids.
Jeez. That's I mean, take note of everything that the ACLU does. The first time they bring it up, 10 years from now, it's going to become the norm. Yeah. And Razor Fist actually pointed this out back in the 90s. Back in the early aughts, the ACLU defended NAMBLA, if you don't know what that is. And so, I mean, is it any wonder that they're also one of the first people to head up the ultra pro gay movement, the ultra pro trans movement, and what's next? Kids. It's just the way human beings work. If you think about it, someone's done it worse, and if someone's done it worse, someone else is wanting to do even worse than that. It's just human nature. Incrementalism is the thing.
Well, and what I was trying to say before, but couldn't because my mic quit working for whatever reason. That's the whole point. They're trying to normalize it. So, Theo I think Theo, you're the one that said it, that by saying anything bad against child transitioning, you're going against something that saves lives. That's their way of trying to make this the mainstream, trying to normalize it. And they're also trying to validate themselves in their own mental illness by increasing their numbers, kind of like that Last of Us virus that you were mentioning before. The more that they can, get sucked into this ideology, the more normal they feel about what's going on with themselves. And, fuck them, kids are hurting along the way. Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the person that mass flagged you, correct?
Yeah. So this person mass reported. Yeah. Yep. And then misgendering me, which they don't like when people do it to them.
Double think.
Yeah. And not only that, but in our group chat, someone was just like, yeah, this person is commenting underneath the post that I think it was Jack retweeted. Like he retweeted my thing. And then he decided, this person decided to comment under it. He wasn't even tagged.
Yeah. So he's following it.
Yeah.
Because we tagged you.
Harassment.
Yeah, we tagged you on your suspended username, and he wasn't even anywhere near it. But yeah, he commented underneath it, so he's definitely watching like an obsessed ex-girlfriend. Which, I mean, he's got to play the part somehow, because obviously his genitals didn't do it for him.
Obsessing over anything that's remotely about them and tweeting about it, mass flagging people, being a cancel pig. This person should join Comicsgate.
Perfect.
Prof, I believe you have a pie in the background.
He would be in perfect company with Ethan Van Sciver, Riley, fucking Vito, and
Ethan would do crack with him in a parking lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I bet. And probably unspeakable things behind a pizza parlor as well.
Yeah.
The crack would be the least egregious thing he would do to that guy.
Right. Do you think that Ethan would put on like a fucking cyber frog outfit and try to do some like role playing with this thing? I just
absolutely.
That kind of guy. He just seems like
he definitely has one, but he can't fit into it.
Yeah, Diesel got his channel nuked because he told a tranny to put a dick in a blender.
Oh my
Oh my god!
That's what they wanted.
By show of hands, how many of you guys have had your ex nuked?
Multiple.
I haven't had it nuked. I've had a suspension a couple times.
Yeah,
but not nuked.
I got my first suspension yesterday because somebody was comparing. You know how they said you can't have men going into the women's bathroom on Capitol Hill? They were trying to pass that.
Yep.
Somebody was trying to compare that.
Nancy May.
Somebody was trying to compare that to say that was the same thing as racially segregated
Oh,
bathrooms.
for fuck's sake!
And I told them to drink bleach, and I got suspended.
Worth it.
I don't regret it, dude. I meant it.
Same. Like my first account, I had 500 followers. Eric July being one of them. That hurt. But I told someone in Antifa, I hope they burn. Wow, they were commenting on something that they were fomenting violence against some innocent person, and it's like, I hope you all burn. I got banned for that. It's like worth it.
You're either an unfixable moron or you're lying on purpose. I don't know how. You know what I mean? Like either way.
Like you think about it. Sorry,
I mean, I've been in Facebook jail enough times to know what to be close to the lines of keeping my account safe on X.
Yeah.
And
like
it's crazy. These people are such hypocrites because they hate racists, they hate misogynists, they hate fascists, they hate people who are homophobic, but they have the Palestinian flag in their profile. Do you understand? If you go over there, you will not come back.
Right.
I have a great thing I want to play, but I just feel ear rape. But
they will like you said, they will throw you off a building and then they will tie your body to the back of a pickup truck and parade it through the streets.
I'm playing it.
And this is not an exaggeration.
The last time they tried to crowdfund to get a gay pride parade going through the middle of Gaza. I never found out what
someone should have let them.
Well,
someone should have let them.
There's a running joke right now that is actually 100% true. It's funny, but it's actual real life. If you want to hear the most anti-black racial slurs you've ever heard in your life, the ones that'll make a elderly Klansman blush, just be a young black man, put on a MAGA hat and go walk through an Antifa or BLM protest.
Just if you followed me yesterday,
DNC Vagabond, you can speak to this one.
Yeah, if you followed me yesterday, I made all this black Twitter angry for defending Dermy.
Did you give him an end pass?
No, this time, what was it? It was some post. You seen that black lady in Congress complaining about reparations and shit.
Which one? Oh yeah,
which one?
I don't know, the newest video, right? And so Dermy's
the newest one.
Again,
so
which
Dermy's
one?
like, but basically she was saying that white people never suffered and stuff and never had experiences. And,
the Irish should have something to say.
Dermy goes, well, the Irish got something to say about that. And she was like, the Irish didn't have to suffer nothing, and he's like, yeah, they So I responded.
Yeah. So I guess during the American Revolution we didn't suffer. During the Civil War we didn't suffer. During 9/11 we didn't suffer. Okay.
The first slave owner in America was black.
Yes. Yeah. So basically, I responded, basically saying like, hey, of course that happened. Also I'm part Irish and Scottish from my dad's side.
Call him a force monkey.
And so that tripped them off.
A potato.
Lady screenshotted me and Ryan or whatever and said I was gay for white dudes because I have a picture of Ryan Kettle, and then proceeded to block me.
He is a homosexual. Yeah.
Proceeded to block me right after, so I couldn't respond because I said she couldn't. You didn't have an actual argument against anything I said. Yeah, then this other guy just went haywire, calling me the bootlicking Sambo and Coon and all those names and everything.
There's some people who are clever, who somewhat can be clever about their racial.
This picture, Vagabond.
This guy was
it was the birthday, but that was one of the pictures. But I think it was the Orlando one because
that's just before they kissed.
I think that was the Vegas meetup. But
he said, "Ryan, draw me like one of your French girls."
But basically, the dude got himself banned. And then Strider and everyone joined in, going back and forth with him.
Oh shit!
There's just some people that you encounter. They're just nuts. They're just unhinged. There's something broken, and there's some bats in the belfry, and they will not, because they just speak so furiously and so crazily. Like they tweet like Nick Rekieta, except much more retarded and much more gay.
Yeah,
Nick Rekieta's tweeting. There's a big difference when you're tweaker posting. That shit gets wild, and like when when they've been going over Rekieta's big long that really long Dear Diary post that's like 18 paragraphs long, and Selena is like, what is wrong? Why is he writing like this? Oh, he's tweaking. It's like, I recognize that lingo.
The dude
Once
snorted
you've
a
been there-
whole line and just went fucking
when you've
crazy.
been there and you've been on like your fifth day in a row, the
Not even
fucking
just that.
writings. Oh my god!
But like those guys who are that furiously
it's
tweeting
all other language
and arguing. They're also arguing, or not even arguing, but they're tweeting and commenting from a place of ignorance because they don't even know basically the genocide that was committed against the Celts and the Gaels. What, centuries before?
Yeah,
we brought people.
Here's the
we
problem.
bought people from their owners in Africa. And brought
Here's
them here.
another reason why we need to abolish the what was it? The Department of Education. So they teach history wrong because first of all, they the whole way they teach history is as if colonialism was so bad and white people are the most evil people on earth. Basically, less than 1% of white people even own slaves here in the States. That's why most black folks, they got the last name Johnson, Williams, and Brown.
Jackson.
And like, and then if you don't, you were just the lucky one that maybe had. But other than that,
they don't even bring up the
we
facts
act like
about-
everyone in Africa was all peaceful and stuff. The reason why there was slavery here in the United States in the first place is because some other black folks caught some black folks that didn't like you and sold you, and some warring tribes and stuff. So, and that's how my black ass is here. Because
and that's the problem. They go ahead, Toasty.
No, I was just gonna say that, and these are the people that are always telling us to educate yourself, educate about us, like learn about us. But you don't even like the most of the shit that comes out of you people's mouth never makes any sense at all.
What do you mean,
And,
you
like,
people?
Hey, come on now.
There's a Latino to the white guys.
You could create an AI image of a pilgrim with a giant butterfly net catching indigenous black people in Africa, and they would think it belongs in a history book. And the other problem is they want to. Oh God! Real quick, just gotta finish my. The biggest problem is they're always trying to, put things in dividers when it comes to the atrocities of human history. Like this group of people, that all had it worse than this group of people based on complexion or this and that. They don't look at human history as a whole, which is what we should, because it's really fucked up no matter what, shade or melanin level you have. It's all atrocious. You go back far enough, all of our ancestors had horrible things committed to them and committed horrible things to other people. It's unavoidable. That's just basic human history. If we can just group it all together again like we used to, that would take care of all these problems. But go ahead.
I was just gonna say, oh my bad.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, because even here in the States with Native Americans, right? They act like they were all peaceful, loving and stuff. Like they complain about the conquistadors in Mexico, but they were the Aztecs and Mayans were capturing other tribes and pulling people's hearts out and to the sun god or whatever, and throwing the rest of the body down while the person's alive. And
genocide.
Yeah, those tribes joined the conquistadors to get rid of the actual threat, which was the Aztecs and Mayans. Other Native American tribes were scalping each other and stuff. Like, you want to blame the white
ones
man?
that
it's like
the ones
maybe
that
you deserve to
weren't
get conquered.
genocided by other tribes either. Like, look at all the tribes throughout history that just went missing, and you get taught like, oh, we don't know what happened. It's like, no, another tribe like literally killed all of them. Every one of them.
Nobody mentioned the Anasazi. But but what's even worse than that is what's so funny is that they want to they act like the slave trade was operational well up until the end of the Civil War, which was not, because the transatlantic slave trade was actually outlawed. You couldn't buy slaves from another continent and bring them over. You couldn't do that anymore in the U.S. You know when that was passed? John Adams' presidency, the second president of the United States, couldn't abolish the slave trade per se, as it was already here. But for generations, every slave that was here was born here from John Adams onward, because the transatlantic slave trade was outlawed, and that's at least something. But the fact that, even slavery itself and treatment of indigenous tribes was a contentious issue from even back in the founding of the United States. Yeah. And so that's not something. I mean, Sam Adams was a huge influence on the entire revolution, and he was an abolitionist. A lot of these people were abolitionists, and if all you read is history books, it's these rich white slave owners. No, they really weren't. Many of them were, because they were rich and they had to have people around to tend their property. But many of those slaves were inherited. Many of those slave families were inherited. And not saying that slavery was good, but come on, it's not like it's not like any nation was alone in the world when it came to slavery. The first nation we ever went to war with was the Barbary pirates, Islamist slavers, who, by the way, our Marines wore leather around their necks to keep themselves from being beheaded. You want to talk about people who had a rough life being a Marine in the early 1800s fighting Barbary pirates. So, but the fact is, it doesn't matter who did what or who was done what to. We did not do it. You and I did not do it, and nor were we victims of it. So it's ridiculous to hold ourselves accountable for something that generations ago that nobody alive today would ever faced.
Mm-hmm. This kind of plays into what we're talking about right now. In New Zealand, this lady and her group performed a haka because they are basically, what they're protesting against is a new bill that would remove special citizenship from this certain group of native New Zealanders. They're against it. Surprisingly.
Well, hold on. Before you hit play,
does this. Go ahead.
Oh, so to elaborate on that, it's basically that tribe, they got special rights. The bill is so everyone that lives in New Zealand has those same rights as well too, and they want to have they want to be above everyone else. So that's kind of what this is saying.
And it's also kind of interesting that they would that as far as I'm aware, New Zealand was colonized by the British, hence that why their flag looks identical to Australia's. They were
and why they have prime ministers.
Exactly. They have a very English government. Their history, the English colonist history with the Maori tribes of New Zealand was actually pretty good, and has a pretty good history, because they made peace with them way early on, and they lived in a relative peace and harmony for a very long time. So the tradition of persecution is not there in New Zealand. Again, as far as I know, I could be completely wrong, but the research
I've got a little caveat to that here real quick. We'll just play this real quick.
She is the smallest Polynesian lady I've ever seen, because most of them be mad big and fat.
They're usually big old ladies, man.
Yo, what's her at?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it wrong that I'm turned on by her?
I can fix her.
She isn't ugly. She's actually a pretty lady, but like,
here's the funny part. So this particular tribe, like what Vagabond was saying, happens to be one that came there from another region, colonized, enslaved, and even cannibalized the natives in that area to the point of almost extinction.
Oh,
so
look,
turns out with a little bit of research, they're not quite as indigenous and oppressed as historically is.
Well, it was thanks to the British that they stopped they outlawed the cannibalism there.
Yeah,
fucking Brits run everything.
I'm just really glad that people are finally recognizing that the haka is super cringe.
I actually, I'll disagree. I don't mind it.
I love rugby. And I'm a huge New Zealand All Blacks fan. Like, so I used to think it was pretty cool, but now.
No, I grew up in California, so there's Samoans and stuff there all the time, and they do it a lot. And honestly, I don't mind her ripping the bill. I wish some of our politicians would rip up those giant bills that got like thousands of pages that you can't read in 3 hours, and they vote on it to push whatever agenda shit they got in that shit. Like, I wish our politicians did that. Honestly, I'm just saying.
Do you expect those
Nancy Pelosi
limp-wristed
too.
politicians to be able to rip a phone book?
No, but I'm just saying,
Give it to
burn it or
RFK.
something. But all them bills, there's like thousands of pages, and they got less than 3 hours to read the whole thing. And they we got Pakistani gender studies and how lizards can run on treadmills. Like,
you know
come
what'd be
on.
cooler is
I
if
wish
all
you were
the
kidding.
America First congressmen or senators, when they have a bill like that, they just squirt lighter fluid on it, throw a match on, and then start doing the Trump.
Yeah,
that'd be a lot.
Yeah, that should be the response to the Haka, the Trump.
Why do
will
you
have
guys
to
have such a
agree.
problem with studying the back pressure of shrimp queefs?
Oh,
Come on, we need to
I
know
was gonna
this.
say these are all very good points. I'll bring up to her when I start cyber stalking her.
I will have to agree. I do think like the Haka thing is cringe, especially when they stick their tongue out. It's just funny. I start laughing because of their face. It looks
Yeah,
funny.
so maybe
It's supposed to be an
retire, though. It's
intimidation
not
thing.
intimidating
Who they
anymore.
But
intimidating?
it's not intimidating.
Is
It's
it-
funny as hell, and I start to
Okay,
laugh.
it would be really intimidating if like 50 of The Rock were doing it. You know,
Yeah,
weapons or something.
But like,
That's how-
Yeah, but my
New
future
Zealand All
wife,
Blacks.
I
When
don't
a bunch
know.
of rugby players do it, it's pretty intimidating because they look like they can actually fight a war. Half these people can't.
Well, the
That
rugby
was
it's
the one his
kind of
wife doing it.
it's like a champ, but like just imagine this: they're all like, "Hey guys, we're the New Zealand people. Let's go practice the Haka so we can show it off to the other countries. Let's go! All right, everybody, let's go!" Ha! Eh! Like,
Yeah.
stick your tongue out further. Eh!
when your nana's there on vacation learning how to do it, it kind of does lose its intimidation factor.
Can someone
doesn't
clip that?
Especially
Please, and send it to me.
I know, should have zoomed in on the.
I'm gonna get
Battsauce.
so much hate from New Zealand.
Especially because they bring it out, they bring it out over the most ridiculous things. So like that is not something because the Haka is supposed to be. It's supposed to be like it's a salute. It's supposed to be there to honor somebody because like I get choked up every time I watch the Haka performed it. I saw one like 1,000 kids performing one for a teacher that was retiring after 50 years, and that's a sign of
I
respect.
saw that. That was cool.
Yeah, and like one of the best ones was 5 or 6 different Maori stuntmen doing the Haka in front of Viggo Mortensen and Bernard Hill and Peter Jackson after their scenes were done. And it was it was incredibly moving. Like that's meant to be something that's meant to be a way to pay homage to somebody, to pay them deep and abiding respect. And
Well,
especially
my
because it's a war
understanding
cry. It's a
of it
war
When
cry
the All
too.
Blacks
This
do
is
it
not
before
war.
a
What are you
match,
doing?
it's supposed to be out of respect for the other team, not really an intimidation thing. So I used to think it was pretty cool, but then this commercial came out and kind of ruined it for me too.
Oh no!
I do it when they get my order wrong in McDonald's. Natural.
When the Adderall kicks in.
I knew it.
That's how you dismiss anyone who's being confrontational with you. Doesn't everyone
that
do
just
that?
doesn't work out in the public square, though. I mean,
Professor's out there just
what's that line?
dropping
from
his
Honor
drawers
Majesty's
every time
Secret
somebody intimidates him.
What's that line from Honor Majesty's Secret
You know what
Service?
it kind of reminds me of? You know that joke where they say if you want to stop a fight between two men, all you have to do is grab or if you're a woman, just flash yourself so they'll stop fighting and arguing and stuff like that. That's what it
Ladies
reminds me
that
of.
works do it all the time.
She has to be
So you're
gone
saying
from
I should
big
get fight with
thighs
women
to
more
big
often?
rack.
Right. But we should fight more women. Okay. Yeah.
What up,
let's
John's
go.
on
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's all start
What's up,
fighting.
John?
With, Toasty, you know what to do. Stop it.
Yeah, you show up at the next meetup and everybody just starts fighting you, and you're like, "What's going on? Why are they doing this?"
Start a fight. See how badly we're fighting.
Why isn't it distracting Ryan and Kendall at all?
Or Beardo.
All the men are just staring at Toasty. He's the only one trying to still fight people.
She shows up to the meetup and all the men are
Ryan's
like,
trying to get his pants off during the fight. What are you doing?
No, Ryan actually has the kilt on, and he does the.
No, Ryan would be drunk his ass off singing Disney songs outside.
Yes,
and doing the all the black dances that I don't even do.
dude, I would love to sing "Make a Man Out of You" with Ryan. That would be fucking awesome.
We were actually
Did
the
he
ones that
sing
taped both of those.
I think
Yeah,
he did.
yeah. We it was me and Selena actually taped both of Ryan. There was a street performer outside the venue for the Vegas meetup playing the violin. Really talented kid, and they were just throwing, "Hey, do this song," and he'd do them. Well,
I
they
thought he was
started
playing
throwing Disney
saxophone.
songs at him, and drunk Ryan Kennel just started belting out ballads left and right. It was pretty fun.
Wasn't he playing saxophone?
This year was saxophone.
Yeah.
It's
Saxophone,
saxophone,
it
not
was
violin.
right.
You got
Yeah.
me. You got me.
Remember.
I'm seeing if I can find the video.
Wait till Ryan's drunk and then go over there and say, "Can you play?" I feel
Oh, I've got
pretty?"
a few videos of Ryan.
Hey, you want to know what? When
Some of
Ryan Ryan drinks, his true nature comes out.
There it is.
Yeah, more than a few of those never made it to the internet.
Oh yeah, I was there for this one.
Oh god, damn.
I'm right behind the table to his right.
You can tell he's had a couple.
He's feeling it.
That's enough of that.
Yeah.
I should
Okay,
take find some of the other ones I have of him from karaoke. I have
But
few Ryan.
I have it on really good authority that he hates it when people share those. So if you want to bring them up, go ahead.
I should. There's some stuff that that definitely didn't make it out
What up,
to
Jason?
the world.
Me and Ryan
When
are
I,
going to sing
when
"Let
we were
My
out
People Go" from Prince of Egypt.
He's gonna duet that shit.
Now, have him sing "God Help the Outcast" from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
No, he needs to sing Savages from
I would
Do
say
you
the
know the
Savages
greatest
song
music-
from Pocahontas.
yeah.
You're
Do you wanna
playing with
build
the
a
big
snowman?
boys now from Prince of Egypt.
He'll love that one. That's a good song, though. By the way,
I love Prince of Egypt.
the whole
man.
movie is a fantastic.
It's a
musical. My
fucking masterpiece,
God.
dude. Like every time I watch it, I find new things to love about it, and when it's over, I'm like, this film's a fucking masterpiece, dude.
It
Holy
is.
shit.
It is. It is better. It is as good, if not better, than most of the most of like the Disney Renaissance musicals. It changed my mind. You can't change my mind.
I agree. I actually agree.
I'm glad you had
I
that
have
on
good
standby,
taste.
Professor. I was looking for it in my.
Hell, I'll
Somebody had to put a stop to it before it was
That's
too
because-
late.
That's
Yeah,
because
before
We're
they
talking
touch
about musical
tits.
theater, okay?
That's because you two
This was
slap
the
nuts.
closest I could find.
You two slap nuts need to go watch the movie and then come back and talk to me and Strider because we're the
Now, what
adults
are you
here.
talking about? Pocahontas or which one are you?
We're talking
even
about Prince of Egypt.
Pocahontas is a good one too.
Oh,
But yeah,
Prince,
Prince of
okay,
Egypt-
I'll go ahead. And
Oh
give you
my
that. Prince of Egypt
God,
is a great
Pocahontas.
Prince of Egypt is super based. Yeah.
No, like
Yeah,
if you go to Facebook, so I'm on Facebook, but like just personal stuff, right? But I'm like, there's like a little clip of like Pocahontas, and all you see is like all these woke SJWs saying, but that's not the real story, and this and that, and it's tragic.
Fuck off,
And
we
it's
know.
like shut the fuck up, just like it's a Disney version of it.
Dude,
it's
I love
like
it.
it's not supposed to be
You
exactly.
mean the
like
bitch didn't really talk to talking trees and have?
Oh my god!
There wasn't a
You
tree. Not
Disney's not real. Mulan
like-
didn't have a talking dragon. What the fuck? I've been lied to my entire life.
It's like you go to
Yeah.
it's the same thing as like telling some kid that Santa Claus don't exist or something.
Right.
What?
Fucking
What?
Robin of
What?
Locksley wasn't a giant, terrifying talking fox. What?
God,
You
these
didn't
people
know.
ruin
You
everything.
just didn't know.
They just
Robin
ruin
Hood wasn't,
everything.
do.
wasn't
Yeah,
a
historical accuracy.
anthropomorphic fox.
Historical
I'm kind of
accuracy
glad
is
you guys
super
brought
important.
up Prince of Egypt because it seems like a newer, younger generation has just discovered that. And they're talking about how good it is, but how upsetting it is that there wasn't enough racial accuracy in the voice casting.
Oh
you know,
my
Val
God.
Kilmer,
Shut up,
an actual Prince of Egypt.
They can.
This
kick
goes back to the
rocks,
Apu
man.
thing again. That it all started with Apu. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dude, the fucking cast of
agree,
that
it did.
movie is amazing. Val Kilmer, Patrick Stewart, fucking Sandra Bullock, like
Helen Mirren, yeah. Jeff
Everybody.
Goldblum, by the
Jeff
way,
Goldblum?
Jew. Hello, I think.
Also,
right?
Ray
like, I think-
Fiennes as Ramesses.
Pretty
Like,
much.
come on.
Danny Glover.
Yeah.
And
Well,
what is her
exactly.
name? Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah, it's the
Well,
star-studded
when it
cast.
comes to voice acting, it started with Apu, and Hank Azaria is the one who really brought that whole thing down because he decided to fucking cave, puts out, apologize, and then the dominoes started collapsing. That's when then all of a sudden the guy doing Cleveland he decided to fucking leave next. And now we've got a really horrible substitute for Cleveland Brown and Family Guy.
Well,
And
it
it's
wasn't,
gone
just,
from
it
there.
wasn't just Hank Azaria. It's those two assholes who did the fucking documentary shitting on it.
Yeah.
When their actors...
And they should have
and
just
if-
been mocked and
Yeah.
ignored.
Does
Yeah.
anybody? That's the thing. We know Hank Azaria's name. We know Apu. Do we know any of those other two motherfuckers who made the documentary? No.
No,
as
just that they
memorable as
ruined
the
everything.
world.
They're homos.
Yep.
And voice acting is a fucking art. It shouldn't matter if a black person can play a white person, white, black, fucking male, female, whatever voice suits the character. You don't have to look or resemble that character at all. That's why it's fucking voice acting.
After
You're
the
not
Prince
being
of
cast
Egypt,
on your physical appearance.
After the Prince of Egypt, anytime I read the Moses story, I think back to the Prince of Egypt.
Yeah.
Like that's what it's just become synonymous with. And you know, one more thing. I love the advertisements for the Prince of Egypt because it makes it look like it's going to be a fun, charming kids film. And then you get to the actual film and 5 minutes in, just fucking child murder out the ass.
Like that whole sequence of the Angel of Death is fucking terrifying.
It is
just with how
beautiful.
silent
It is beautiful and creepy at the same time.
Because
Like-
it's just exhales of dead people. Whenever someone dies, it's their last breath, and that's all you hear. And it's scary.
Dude,
Have you
it's
seen the
great.
Friday the 13th? No, Friday the animation cartoon or whatever.
The what?
So okay, Friday with like
with-
Ice Cube in them.
Yeah.
So there's a Friday cartoon, and the person that's playing Smokey is an Asian dude. But if you hear him, he sounds just like him.
Oh my god. You know what's another good one that not a lot of people talk about? Fucking Spirit, dude. Oh my
I knew you were gonna bring
God.
up Spirit.
I
Or
love Spirit, man.
I'm back.
we're
I
he- we're
love
hearing
Friday
about-
the
Oh my
animated
God.
series, by the way.
We're hearing
Oh,
about
yeah.
all the
You know-
movies that Strider and Nate would watch on date nights.
Or even
Brian
Samurai
Adams
Jack.
did for Spirit what Phil Collins did for Tarzan. All right.
You're not helping.
Okay, Samurai Jack is the voice by a black dude.
Yes.
I can see them making eye
Joke-
contact through the screen.
Joke's on you. I think of Deadpool whenever I hear this song. That's not helping my case either.
Never gonna dance again. I'm just
Wham.
And Apu was a love character. He wasn't just a stereotype. That's part of his character.
Matt Damon's a fucking horse.
But it's that way with all characters in The Simpsons. Yeah. And I mean, what's wrong with a little racial stereotypes? Nobody's complaining about the rednecks on The Simpsons.
Also,
No, they wouldn't.
Groundskeeper Willie. Yeah. No.
Dude, I love the
No,
line.
nobody
in The
complains
Prince of
about,
Egypt
and he is
that-
nothing but he's a drunk Scottish, fucking abusive asshole, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's delightful. He's funny." I love the character too, but I'm not getting enraged about it because, well, I'm a quarter Scottish and I find that offensive. Fuck off.
I've
Great.
never watched The Simpsons.
That's a
You've
test
never
of
seen
whether
The
you're
Simpsons?
actually Scottish. Do you find it funny or not?
Back at
You only need to
elementary
watch
school-
like the first 12, 15 years, and then it's all.
No, so
Downhill
back
after
in
that.
old Simpsons, I think it was like the second or first grade. I had a teacher. We had like a parent teacher night or whatever, and the teacher was like, because my parents let me watch The Simpsons with them or whatever, right? And my teacher's like, I let my kids watch Disney Channel. I don't think your son should watch The Simpsons. It's not for kids or whatever. And like,
Joke's on her now.
yeah, So, yeah. The roles have reversed.
Oh
quick.
man.
Does
Now you're
anyone know-
lucky if you don't get in, and you're lucky if you make it out of there without getting raped. Jeez.
Does anyone know if The Simpsons predicts World War III for 2025? Just curious.
I don't know. I only listen to Alex Jones predictions.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Well, I've been looking at Notre Dame, and I'm still not convinced he knew what the fuck he was talking about.
Well, I agree with you. It's like when you go buy a birthday card for somebody, and like instead of like writing the card yourself, right? You just go, oh, well, this sounds like something that I would say, and I'm just gonna sign it and give it to them.
Right.
And same thing with like the horoscope stuff. It's just, oh, well, that sounds like me. If someone could just told you the wrong horoscope, and you're just gonna say, oh, that sounds like me too.
Dude, I don't want to get too hung up on this, but I've never understood giving people like cards, like birthday cards. Like, here, have some garbage. Have something you're just gonna throw away immediately. What's the point of that?
But that garbage could have could have a $50 bill in it, man. Like, come on.
True. It's like
iron private
Just
jet.
give me the $50 bill.
my
Don't
God.
give me $50 with
put
garbage.
it somewhere safe and never look at it again.
I saved mine.
My
But then
wife's
again, I'm a
gonna kill me
woman.
now.
I do
Thank
too.
you, Vaughn.
Okay, maybe this
I've got
is a
I've got a
girl
few. I got a few that I
This could
saved.
be-
If it's like really meaningful, if there's like something that I really needed to hear, if it was like a banner year or something, I'll save a few. But for the most part, it's awesome.
Yeah,
No,
it's kinda
I never
oh,
trust
this is
my
so
camera
nice.
online.
It's really gonna mean something to me if you die.
No, I kept all
I don't-
mine or whatever.
I don't know with how nice
My parents write really
Strider's
nice
with
messages.
how nice Strider's room is. I'm sure he's got a shoebox full of cards.
I do actually.
See,
It's
you
Just
fucking
right
got me
underneath
drunk.
the TV there in the entertainment center.
honey,
I
except
got
for your
my-
cards,
He's
I love
kept
them.
them all
I do look at
forever.
them on a regular basis. Whenever I get sad, I'm just on and I'm lonely.
Private chat.
I promise.
You better have that
Thanks.
iron. Better have a
handwrite
shoebox of cards
all
somewhere
of
in
my
the house.
cards.
Right
I mean,
now.
then again, I haven't gotten a card since I was like 13.
Oh,
I get cards all the time.
I
I got one a couple weeks
I gave
ago when it turned
my
26.
wife a card just the other day, but it was
Oh.
our 21st anniversary. So
Yeah, I don't get
I'm just
cards.
gonna-
I
just
just
to
get
see the
fucking
reaction.
messages in my DMs.
Just to see the reaction, I'm going to bring everyone a card at the next meetup.
there you go.
I will
If it's-
keep it till the day I die.
If it's got
I
$20
just hope
in
cards
it, I
don't
will-
come in
Fuck
the
you
mail,
all.
'cause I assume they're bills or something.
There's a freaking there's something that you're getting served inside of the card, basically.
Yeah.
There's
twist.
nothing worse than
He-
getting a card from your insurance company.
He
Like,
gives us
God
all
damn
his
it.
bills to pay. Like we have to pay his electric, his water, his air. You have to pay
It's
it
kind
all
of fun.
for him.
No, you
We were
will
just
not know
talking
what
about
the bill
The
actually
Simpsons.
goes to. It says an IOU. You owe me in the card.
I will then proceed.
Oh, that'd be
to
a
pull down my
great
pants
trick.
and
Start
wipe the
sending
cards with
sending cards, like really thoughtful Hallmark cards to everyone that owes you money. And then at the end,
yeah.
at the bottom of the card, put a fucking invoice.
I'm
There
sending
you
that.
go.
Your tab
sending-
is.
I'm sending that to my ex from 10 years ago. She owes me about $2,000. That fucking whore.
Ooh.
Oh, you ain't
Oh,
gonna
my-
see that money again, bro. You
Yeah,
might as well
no.
give up on that.
My ex is in
I
prison.
can
So.
try. You might see that money again.
Vagabond has a very
Alimony.
particular taste in women. Oh damn! You're gonna bring it up now? That was let me now.
Look at the
Iron.
private
Ryan,
chat
no.
first.
Noticed it, so I might as well.
Like Ryan, stop.
you wanna
wearing
go?
cargo
All
shorts,
right.
please.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. He does more black dances than I do.
Oh Jesus!
Aww.
Oh Ryan!
He was in the Navy after all.
This just made me love him even more.
I know he's a cool guy in person. He's only a little more racist in person.
Damn,
I'm getting Spider-Man 3 vibes.
I'm getting cringy Haka vibes.
Let's go ahead and pull
He's
that
gonna
down.
start sticking his tongue
So
out.
somebody toddles on us.
It's bully
To be
water.
fair, to be fair to Ryan, I know that Mexican square dance. If I hear that song, that violin starts playing,
He's
I'll be like
shaking.
the only Negro up in there. That shit's funny.
Real quick, I've been trying to get the attention. Iron, look at the damn private chat, for Christ's sake. Jesus.
Iron wanted more cringy.
This is what happens when I have
videos.
no one here help, like no producer, nobody with power.
By the
helping me.
way,
Selena's
Iron,
working.
I forgot to send a video for the end of the stream. I'm sending one right now
Vaughn's-
to the group chat.
That's my
Oh,
video.
okay.
That's been
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
unreleased.
I'll go ahead and
Nobody on the
send
internet
Vaughn.
has seen that.
Bye, Battsauce.
Bye, Felicia.
So Battsauce, do you want to share your video again before we go, or promote your book?
Oh, yeah. I would. Let me pull it up real quick. Whoa, 1 second.
Sure. While you're doing that, I'll go ahead and send Vaughn the invite. Anybody else leaves, and I got another person waiting in the back.
Okay, hold on. I need to get to some. I need some tequila before Vaughn gets here. I can't drink with the child on stream.
You don't love me like tequila,
Dude,
do
I
you?
forgot to mention. So you know the person that mass reported me. So
Yeah.
they also have a person. So it's by the way, another white biological leftist woman, right? And then she's like, "How can you vote for Trump? You're Puerto Rican." He made that. I'm like, first of all, he didn't make that joke. It was a comedian, and he's a comedian, and he didn't call the people garbage. It was the land. Like it was the actual island itself. And I posted up a picture of it because we do have an issue with garbage, literally, in the island. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm a Puerto Rican. I know this. How are you lecturing me and then you don't know this and you're making shit up? And then she decided she blocked me after I showed her the article and the picture and everything.
Yeah, because it's been an ongoing problem for decades, and that's why he made a relevant joke to the ongoing issue.
See, the only way to
Ridiculous.
roast someone effectively is to pay a lot of attention to them. And for a comedian, roasts come from a place of love. That's what people don't understand. You got to pay attention if you want to roast someone well, you know? And you got to
Right.
kind of love them a little bit to do that.
It's true. Beauty. What is that? And how do we determine if something is such? Some people are perplexed by a question like that. But those people are not me. With great power comes great responsibility. And I'm here to give the world beauty. There's a lot of ugly in this world, and we should call it what it is. Brandon Sanderson. The Haka. Generic. Patrick Rothus. All fluff and no substance. Joe Abercrombie. Meh. Robert Jordan. More like Wheel of Lame. Frank Herbert. Boring. J.R.R. Tolkien. Yeah, he's okay, I guess. George R. Martin. I don't even need to say anything about that guy. I'm releasing a new masterpiece. Engracing the world with beauty. Illumination Toolsmith. The Tale of the Dunce Whisperer. You're welcome.
Don't show Keon that. He might shit his pants.
Where the troubles grow, a man on a mission got a heart of gold. With a hammer and a smile, he's ready to roll. Mixing broken dreams, making stories unfold. Hey, hey, he's the problem solver.
All right. Get it on Amazon now, guys. Better your life today and not
It's in my cart. I mean it. It really is. I'm not even fucking with you.
Good. At least somebody's going to better
Put
their life
put
today.
the Amazon link in the private chat, and I'll share it out since I forgot to mod you.
Going
And I'll
now.
do that later.
Son of a bitch. 1 second.
I don't
I
read
got
them
so
with
many
the ass
jobs.
pictures.
It has 5 pictures.
Well, you're in luck because
There you go.
Battsauce is
I'm
actually
faster
going to
than the
record an
actual
entire audio
creator.
book. And he has to do it now
Yes.
that I said it.
Are you
should
gonna
have a full
are you
voice
going to
cast.
properly voice it with the with proper voice actors, or
No, I just voice myself. There's some singing in
You
there
should
too,
just say us
so
to
it
it.
has to be me because nobody else.
You're not
going to
get Morgan Freeman?
No,
No,
I'm
I'll
better
do
than
it.
Morgan
Yeah,
Freeman.
come
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, that's what-
No, I heard Vaughn Coleman's coming in. I don't need any more bad energy around me. I already got in one fucking accident.
Yeah, I
so-
know, dude. What's gonna happen next? You're gonna break your leg.
I'm done. I no longer have any connection to this world. I'm gonna go home and kill myself. Goodbye, friends.
Vagabond. This is the tequila, by the way.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool.
All right,
look
Vaughn, go. You got the link. Go ahead and come in so we can talk about your book and ask you why you wrecked Battsauce's car.
Yeah, exactly. Let me pour a drink before
you have a lot to answer for.
We need to know who your insurance carrier is and your policy number.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, anyway, while we're waiting, so we covered everything about your mass flagging, Toasty. Is there anything else? Anything we missed on that topic?
Yeah, he's not a woman.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Well-
there has to be a way to get like Elon to like, hey, this is a mass flagging attempt, and try to get your account back up.
I'm trying. I'm still waiting.
Put the alcohol away. Child in the room.
I got my own.
Damn it! No, kick him out while I drink it.
I stole this from the.
I'm
fridge.
just drinking a
Don't tell
Ghost
Mommy.
Sour Patch Kids drink.
Is that Oktoberfest?
Oh,
Sam
yeah.
Adams.
I figured if there was anything left. All right, so there are some allegations being made against me.
Yeah, you wrecked Batcar's sauce, you son of a bitch.
You wrecked Batcar's You wrecked the Bat car. You son of a bitch. Bruce Wayne is hit.
You have a lot
of sauce, man.
Listen, I don't know.
And
what
you got his
happened.
sauce everywhere.
I don't know. I don't know what
This
happened.
is what happens. Look at me. I'm really young and I put out a book on time and everybody likes it. Fuck your car.
Listen,
Yeah,
all I
exactly.
can say,
Your car.
all I
Dude,
can say
Ethan's gonna
is it
trash
couldn't have happened
cast
to a
that.
nicer. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. That's all I can say.
No.
Well, because you wrecked his car, I'm buying his book. And your book didn't show up today.
Are you gonna get him his
It's going up
payment in
tomorrow
5
because
years
my
and count
mail
it?
is lazy.
I don't know. I mean, I can't listen. All I know.
Excuse it.
He's gonna feel really guilty when he gets old enough to drive and somebody does it to his car.
I know, right?
Plot twist. It's gonna be me.
That's my normal state, Diesel, and you know it.
If you see a blue Toyota Camry just come out of nowhere and absolutely destroy the side of your car, just know it was probably me.
Well, so I gotta ask, are all the proceeds from your sequel upcoming book
He's gonna have his revenge.
Restore Battsauce's vehicle to its
I mean, I'll have to. You know what I'll do? I won't, because like a true professional. So I will actually just make it a tier for someone else to pay for.
Phenomenova.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
Phenomenova.
And then you don't fulfill the tier for like half a decade.
5 years. Oh, yeah, don't worry, Battsauce.
that's
You'll get
legit.
you'll get your car fixed in 5 years.
Guys,
Don't worry about it.
Phenomenova, Phenomenova issue 2, Revenge of the Sauce Mobile.
Shit, man.
That's actually a great idea. Just one tier for like the lowest level book, and then like $5 going to fix his car.
$5 going to fix Justin Long's car.
The highest, the highest tier bundle is fix.
Well, my goal is to fund it. My goal is to fund it, and then take so long to deliver that he doesn't even want the product.
No,
I want
no.
you want to get on
What you have to do, Vaughn. You spend all the money on pie. Then you launch another campaign for action figures that are mediocre at best. Then you take 3 more years to fulfill the action figures, adding another 5 to fulfilling his car, and then you call everybody gay who bought the action figures.
Okay.
Then
when does the smoking crack
years later, you start fulfilling.
I was just gonna fulfill
is
the
oddly
product in a
specific.
timely manner. But
I was just gonna
guess
say
that's
in
what-
honor.
What are you, an amateur?
I don't know. That just seemed like the more logical approach.
Well, Vaughn,
You need a quality tier. And
all
the
you have
next
to
book.
do, everything else just sounds too complicated, just too much work. All you got to do is just somewhere in your next comic, in one of the panels, you put his.
Oh, you know what I'll do?
car.
I'll dedicate it to his car. That's what I'll do. I'm not gonna give him any
Yeah.
money.
No, you get a 3D asset of his car and put it in a panel.
Yes. There's no cars in the second issue. I don't know where I'd fit it in plot wise.
You find a way.
All right, I'll like
just hard it somewhere in
background.
there, like a weird, like a old Where's Waldo?
I'll make
puzzle?
it. You literally have to find
Where's
it. You have
Waldo?
to like. You have to find it with like a magnifying glass, which will be 500.
Yes.
You have to pay $500 for the exclusive phenomenon of a magnifying glass. To find the.
There you
the
go.
asset.
See, now you're sounding like a professional.
you
This
go.
sounds
Next-
legitimate. I can back this right now.
Next week, I expect to see an in memoriam video on your show here for his car.
Battsauce should have an in memoriam.
Yeah.
No, what you should do.
I gotta say this. Like when I saw that clip from Battsauce, like when I saw that, because I was seeing like all these people saying, I got my book. I was so happy. And it's just like in the middle of these like happy customers, it's just I got my book. Also, my car got hit. It was just like
Reminds me of Hunchback of Notre Dame, the
I
old
was
beggar.
like, I put my phone down and I just like lost my shit. Like it was.
See, if I was Battsauce, what I would do is I would go on stream every night shitting on you for the next 2 years and start like this unnecessary feud just so he
Yeah,
could
right.
grift money to fix his car.
Well, and I think
There
what
he
it would do
goes.
is it would drive people who'd be like, dude, who is Vaughn? Why are you complaining about him? I didn't even know he was until you started like.
I got a new Twitter
Exactly.
handle, Vaughn Coleman goalpost.
The next thing we know, Battsauce is in a bathroom licking a urinal. Be like, I used to be somebody. I used to sit in the back of the bus and everybody loved me. They used to think I was a
Urinals.
child, and now I'm lucky if I look 40. I've
Urinals.
aged 20 years.
Isn't that how you get COVID-19?
Dude,
How you get
honestly
That's how
though,
you
like,
get
for real though, like the feedback I'm getting has been just like it's been so amazing. I'm so glad to see it. Like,
Well,
actually
you know,
be-
Jack Tarlett has a suggestion for you. He said, "Get an OnlyFans and call yourself Porn Coleman."
See,
I was laughing at the most recent one. That was better.
That's another way to fund the next book.
no, Battsauce is gonna open up an OnlyFans and then use it to back your book, and then instead of authored
Yeah,
by
oh,
Vaughn Coleman,
funnel all
authored- brought to you by Butt Sauce.
Oh man, dude, oh god, oh man.
We are all retarded.
Yeah, well, you know, somehow I.
Well, you know
still
who
need
else
the
is
book.
retarded?
I can name a lot of people. You're gonna have to be more specific.
Well, let me share my screen.
Oh,
So
okay.
Frog Tony's certifiably retarded. So I posted our first clip.
Close your
and
chat. Close
while
the
I
chat.
what? Oh
Your
shit!
chat.
Thank you.
There was a uncommon dearth of N words in there.
I don't
was?
think
Let me
there
double
was.
check.
I'm kidding.
I don't
We're
think-
not. That was a
Yeah.
joke. We don't do that in public.
They were all Striders.
So
do that very
I posted
often.
the very first clip because I'm going to start trying to take this a little more seriously. Post clips out of each show. Any good moments?
I
There've
need to
been a
start doing
few
that for
just this
Strahd.
evening. I'm going to do.
Yeah, we're fucking
And
hilarious.
while I didn't post Ethan Van Sciver, we all know that from Halloween what Professor Savage Dad's intent was. And
Me? What are you talking about? I didn't even make that stream.
I can imagine Strider was laughing so hard it felt like he was having a baby, probably.
so Frog Tony decided he had to tag Ethan Van Sciver because we were too scared. So posting this at all, and I did hashtag Comicscape. Where was there any fear in this? We'll go ahead and
Well, at least you know he's a fan of the show.
He watches.
Yeah.
He watches and bitches about it. It's a badge of honor.
Looks like we may have another special guest other than Theo. So I guess you're not as special tonight, Theo. Ethan Van Piver. Who's this?
Hell no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I was about to say the video got
sounds like-
just
Oh my
too.
god!
The feed for the video is
Oh my god!
Good evening, everybody. I'm Ethan Van Piper, the most delectable, delicious, unexpected, totally expected, on time comic book creator in the history of indie comics. How are you guys all doing tonight? There it all went. The lights went off. They're back on. But they're still going. Hello, I want to introduce everybody tonight. I'm here. Yes, my name is Patricia.
I'm just gonna say, Professor, you need to learn to hold the microphone up to your fucking mouth, dude.
Dude,
I don't
so
like to do that when you're eating pie.
I tried isolating the voice. I tried isolating the speech, and it couldn't pick up your voice at all. This is it.
Yeah, it was too hard. It was moving around. Next time I do something like that, I'll get a lav.
Nick Ricada in the corner.
Great evening.
Oh, that's not all.
I didn't inhale any of that.
Right.
You think happened? None of that happened at all.
What was under your shirt?
Now
You have a very
interesting
officer.
I'm a little worried about your weight. You know, you had a heart problem not that long ago. Are you trying to take care of that?
Not that long ago, you still have one.
So yeah, I put Ethan's fucking hospital, pity post on there. It's real scared of what Ethan Van Sciver thinks. I'm sure. Are you sure that even if you didn't inhale, are you sure that taking those kind of illicit drugs is good for your health? At this accelerated stage of your life,
and none of you know this, but Dick Masterson is actually a PhD. He said it was fine.
Oh,
I know this, but heart palpitations from bad coke counts as cardio.
Yeah. How do you think I get very excited? I'm very, I'm very ready to go tonight. I can't wait. I'm glad to be here.
I can tell. I can tell.
Fuck Eric July. Fuck the They're the reason that this has happened to me.
Now, when can we expect to see some of these amazing titles you have down the horn, like, the newest edition of Cyberfrog, Hellafant, Rainbow the Brute?
Snowman. It's Cocaine Man.
Okay, that's not what I'm talking about.
I mean, you still could just call it Snowman.
I'm launching the next campaign tomorrow.
Oh, I'm glad somebody finally caught the Baldo. That was really hard to shrink down to size for this little cartoon.
I'm letting the obvious joke go, by the way.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But luckily, finding a PNG of a little bag of Coke was pretty easy.
It was easier than finding the Baldo.
You've got to do more of these, dude. This is comedy right here.
I will once work slows down.
I'm all out of cash. This was the last of it, so I've got to do something. So Cocaine Man is coming out in a week. Just be there, be ready for it. And you know what? Fuck anybody who tells you that you can't just freebase pie. Like, why? Who says I can't do this? Why?
It's not Eric July's fault. I think you have a problem.
Eric July's fault.
We'll talk about it during the course of the show. I know you've really lost it, man. But we're happy to have you here.
Glad to be here. This is amazing. I can't wait to talk about why Bloodroot is the worst thing that's ever happened.
We'll go ahead and take that off for now.
Holy shit. Dude. I could probably just pay Michael to do our Strahd clip, Strider. He does a pretty good job of clipping shit anyway.
Right?
Yeah, Michael does. So does WC. He does the MSK posting W's channel, which is great. Everybody subscribe to that.
MSK, he has W's to post?
Wait, Vaughn, you never see this channel?
That's the neat thing. He does
Hold
it.
up. Hold it up. Pull the channel up. We got to show Vaughn this. We've got
Dude,
to.
MSK.
If you can find the link, put it in the private chat.
MSK was live streaming, and then in the chat, like someone's like, "Oh, you want to take my spot?" He goes, "I'll take your spot." I'm like, "You're literally streaming on your own channel right now. What are you talking about?" You're gonna leave your guests in your own channel?
MSK is one of the best YouTube channels of all time.
It really
dude, seriously is.
Just give me a second.
Is it just
I love streaming
MSK
with them. I don't mind.
Here we go. I found it. Or Professor.
I just put the whole channel in there. I'm gonna try to locate like a real classic, but bring it up.
Just
I'll bring it up because just the channel itself.
Oh my god!
You've never seen this? This shit is comedy.
This is so much gold here.
Oh snap! I didn't realize I'm on there.
Seriously. Oh, dude, we're
there's
also
me.
on
There's
here
me.
somewhere, dude.
There's me.
First Alert Weather is brought to you in part by
NASQuack
on how to find the hidden sugars in the American family diet.
Oh my god!
Wait, can I get
Do another one.
Can I
Yes,
get
do that one. Do that one.
time out? Can I get some context around how?
No context.
Pawnee Moas would be Guillermo del Toro's.
Oh shit!
To men, the heart of a grieving wood craver, heart of a grieving wood craver named Geppo.
Negro, please. Are you mumbling?
Thank you, Guillermo. This is work. Animation is filmed. Thank you, Guillermo. Stated festival is the revelation that she is emblematic.
Find out the truth about crack.
All right, can we? All right, what is the context?
No context. There is no context to MSK, Vaughn. You know this. You don't like the rest of us.
He was just doing the funny motion because of something he was reading, and that's the end result.
Never know anything ever.
You have to do the fact or fiction one now.
First time this was
Do the fact or fiction one. The fact or fiction one is so good.
Hold on, guys. Let Vaughn talk. Let Vaughn talk.
I got years, I think, before, or not years, God, it feels like it, but like before I think even before I launched my campaign, I remember getting this DM, and I was like, from this guy, Master Swag King, with I have a picture of this.
I know that feeling.
No context. I had no idea who this guy was. I thought he was like scamming me or something. Because I was like, who the hell, like in earnest, names himself?
It was worse than that.
King, and he goes, "Hey, come on my show," and I was like, okay, man, like, you know.
Guess what, Vaughn? We've all gotten that DM.
I think
exactly. That's how we're all here today.
Yeah, I'm gonna scroll through my DMs and see like how I responded, because I think it was like, yeah, like, okay, man, like, because I didn't know who this dude was. I was like, what? He goes, oh, it's even better than I remember. Oh my god. August 28th. August 28th. So I got it pulled up. I must have just like had, like, you know how like it doesn't, if you're not following them, it doesn't. So it's even better. Holy shit, this is even funnier than I thought. Hello, sir, may I ask you a question? August 28th, 2023. September 12th, 2023. Hello, sir, may I ask you a question? No response. I said November 9th. Hello, sir, may I ask you a question?
By the way, I posted MSK's channel in the chat. Everybody go subscribe to MSK.
Absolutely, dude.
We rag on him. He's kind of like this little group's Dermy. He's great. He's a lot of fun.
You should stream with him too.
Vaughn responded with, "I'm gonna call to catch a predator." You gotta start contacting me, dude.
I'm gonna call Chris Hansen right now.
So finally, I say, sure, what's up? And he goes, I do podcasts. Want to be a guest? I think we talked before AM. I don't know what that means. And I said, didn't see this, my bad. He goes, no worries, brother. I do podcasts. Want to come on as a guest? He has the same question twice in a row.
You're at that point, you're like, is this a bot? Like, what the fuck?
Like,
we love you, Long Tim.
I'm reading these.
Show me your boob, your boob bubs.
At first, I felt bad for thinking he was a bot, and now I'm rereading these DMs, and I'm like, no, I fully don't blame myself for like thinking
he's a Russian man. He's a Russian man named Master Swag King.
Master Swag King. Iron Man and Top G. Like this sounds like a fake person. Like it just does. So what kind of content do you make? And he doesn't answer the question. He goes, sorry for the late reply. I'll link you to my Rumble, which doesn't answer the question at all. I was like, what kind of content am I getting?
I just went back all the way to the one I had with him. He was like, hello, may I ask you a question? And I go, yes. I do podcasts on my channel. Want to be a guest on my channel for a one-on-one show? I go, I don't mind. What are the topics normally on? He goes, movies, TV, shows, life, content,
he gave you
etc.
an answer. He didn't give me an answer.
Well, this was after the Ryan Kendall picture that blew up and got infamous. And I get on his stream, and so I'm thinking like we're gonna go right into like the meetup and like of the picture and everything. The first question he goes, so how do you get girls? I was like, what?
I gotta tell you, one of the things I love the most about MSK is his zero fucks given, and he just yesterday LG awesome channel. Go subscribe to LG. He had Eric July on. Great interview. Everybody should go watch it. But in the middle of the interview, he super chats LG $2. And it's like, hey, Eric July, I do a podcast if you ever want to come on.
Yes, that wasn't the first one or the last.
Like what I don't understand is like I've had people ask me to come on my show.
$2 too.
I've asked people, like I've had people ask me to come on my show, and I welcome that. That's perfectly fine. But like I'm looking back, and this has got to be like the weirdest introduction.
Oh yeah, dude. We've all taken that ride with him. Yep. You got to give the guy credit though, man. He's monetized. He's got a shit ton of followers.
Yeah.
He's had like really fucking legit people on.
It's great.
It's an enigma, dude. Seriously.
But like
I'm just wondering what all the DMs were for their interviews.
Yeah. That's what I'm wondering too. Like, is he gonna get like he gets like a comic book industry professional or someone like that, and he's like, what was his opening line to me again?
You ever slept with a black woman before?
He didn't listen. He didn't even ask me about if I wanted to be on. He asked my friend. He was like, "Can you get that bald girl to be on my podcast?" Who's that bald girl? Who's that pretty bald girl? And she was like, Toasty? Is that her name? And then my friend told me about it, and I'm the one that DM'd him.
Oh man.
He did the same thing to one of our players on Strada, Kit. He just kind of bypassed us and went straight to her. He's like, "Hey, who's the hot goth girl with the big titties?" I'm like, "Oh no!"
all that talking in his podcast about getting girls and sleeping with them, and he can't even fucking DM us straight.
He won't DM a girl. Oh my god, no man. MSK is one of my favorite people on the planet. Though, so
invite me on again.
Anyway, let's watch this.
Next, we'll find out which of our stories tonight were fact and which were fiction when Beyond Belief returns.
Saying I have no riz? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, your boy went a little crazy on Discord. He was getting hit on by a lot of women, you know?
Pure fiction.
And I'm always honest.
No way.
I'm telling the truth.
It's a made-up tale.
I don't use sex dolls. I have real women for sex.
It's totally made up.
I mean, I'm always going to be the main attraction of the show, obviously.
It's fiction.
Was I wrong?
You're wrong.
I don't know how to make videos that get a lot of views.
No.
I'm putting it all together. Big Daddy and Escape. All together.
It's false.
I'm going to watch RRR actually very, very soon.
It never happened.
The most amazing thing ever, honestly.
This one was invented by a writer.
I can pick up ladies with the side of my appearance picks up women. That's how it works.
It's false.
Christian, I will never buy a fleshlight ever.
Is it possible this story is true?
It's false. No way.
Erected, I got 9. But I'm average of 7.
No way. We got you.
Bingo, was I wrong?
Yes.
It's all jokes.
Wrong.
I am a normal human being who has sex with hot ladies every night.
Not a chance. Not this time.
I want to go and change the shower and use a bar of soap in my ass.
A similar story happened to a young man in the Pacific Northwest about 20 years ago.
I am a normal human being.
We were about to find out.
I was talking to this one girl. I told her sexual fantasy I had about her, she was like, damn, I would just let you do all that to me and I would just lay there and receive it.
It's an urban legend that never happened.
I'm just too sexy and on my wrist. Even though was it wrong? But I thought sex
This one was invented by a writer.
no girl, it's just cocks. I need just dicks. I can go to girls and spit my fresh Riz.
No way.
Look, I ain't gay.
Is it possible this story is true?
Look, I ain't gay.
Not this time.
This time.
What's your scorecard show this time? Were you able to spot the truth among the
He
lies?
made like 2 other
Or did you
parts
find
of
our
this.
final conclusions?
Oh yeah,
Who's
dude.
editing these? I need a fucking outro. Who's doing these?
There's a part 2 and a part 3 now.
I do not know how to edit videos, and I need a fucking outro for my shit. Who's editing?
Anyway, I've told
I barely
MSK
have
while
an
he gets
outro.
mad about these videos, I said this is the best advertising for your channel.
Yeah.
You could ask
Dude, it's
for.
fucking
It's
hilarious. This is
incredible.
great comedy.
You just
This
need to
clip-
embrace it.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. He needs to, what he needs to embrace is
He
some
needs to
comedy
start
about
paying
himself.
WC.
Yeah, I know, dude. That's the difference between him and Dermy.
Hey,
Dermy will
MSK.
lean into just getting made fun of.
There's a man of the
MSK.
hour, unexpected man of the hour.
There he is. What is up, MSK, my man?
It's almost like
Oh,
we mentioned his name, and he's like Beetlejuice. You say his name
Hi,
3 times, and he
Master.
disappears. Don't call him
Don't say that,
Master.
Toasty.
Yo,
No.
hey,
Well,
Yeah,
when I
say
call
it
him
like
that.
that.
pause.
That's my new ringtone.
God damn it!
Shit,
see
my face
what I'm
hurts after
saying?
that. Anyway, go subscribe to MSK's channel and MSK's W's channel. They're both great.
Oh hell yeah, both.
SKWs.
I put both the links in the chat. All right.
Okay, you
Well.
see what he wrote?
Oh god. Fucking MSK.
Okay, God. MSK. All right. Hey, dude. Well, I'll kick you out the chat. Getting a little. We're not going to highlight the next one.
No.
Disavow. I disavow.
I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
Yeah.
As this panel's Ryan Kinnell representative, and not even I'll go that far.
You're Ryan Kinnell light. No, I'm just kidding.
And you know what the thing is?
I am very much,
People,
yeah.
One thing I do appreciate MSK is he will say shit like that. Everyone
Yeah.
looks at him, and even like there are multiple times in the group chat where he'll say something. Everyone turns and goes, "Dude, what?" And he doubles down. Every time.
You got to love somebody who says stuff, and then
Or
everyone
more
has to look at
importantly,
each other and confirm
Not
it's
only
okay
does
to
he
laugh.
double down, he
Yeah.
then
Oh, yeah.
turns on you, and actually you're the weird one for taking opposition or issue with what he said.
But you see, Vaughn, there isn't a member of Comicsgate who could stand against him. They could never phase him.
Yeah.
Like
He's
if
a character.
Comicsgate
God,
is
dude,
that,
Are you
if
still on a live stream, MSK? How are you here too?
Yeah, wait, hang on. No. Wait,
Is he
MSK,
live?
you have a guest. No,
Yeah.
it ended. No,
Is
it
he ever
ended.
not
It
on a
ended.
live
No, it
stream?
ended.
After this, not
Yeah,
anymore.
He had Brian on. I'm gonna watch that in a little bit.
Wait, he has Ryan on?
No, Brian.
Oh,
Author
about
of,
to
I
say
can't
how that
pronounce his
happened.
last name to save my life, but
Chris
author of
Gow.
Six Gun.
Chris Gow.
Six Gun
I
Gorilla.
like how we're
Chris
kind of
Gow.
phasing. We're kind of passing over the fact that Strider, formerly a Nick Rocada stand-in, is trying to now call himself Ryan Kinnell of the Rogues Gallery.
Well, I realized that
Ryan
we have a 5 head in common, so I thought might as well.
Oh, is
do it.
that
Until you
why?
learn to dance like that, Strider.
I cannot
You know,
dance like
though.
that. No,
Oh, you're too white.
I am too white.
You're too white.
Very much white.
But he does sing Disney songs every day. So
I do sing Disney songs every day. And actually, in that video when he was singing "Can You Feel the Love Tonight," if Iron had just panned a little bit to the left, or right, left, whatever the direction that was, I would have been there. I was singing my heart out. It was beautiful.
Oh, seriously?
I felt the love.
I don't think I
tonight.
got you on camera though.
Yeah, I know. That's okay. Yeah, but it was fun.
Oh, sorry, dude.
I love singing.
Oh no, I'm gonna have a nice gimbal setup and everything for the next meetup to capture all of the drunken hilarity.
I wasn't even all that drunk.
Plenty
I
of
was just
that.
so goddamn tired because I've been up for a full 24 hours. It wasn't alcohol.
Yeah,
it was
you
just
you and
exhaustion.
Vagabond's fucking rushed flights in were rough, dude.
Yeah.
He had a
Man,
worse experience than I did.
that
but,
whole
man, that was rough.
Frontier Airlines.
We landed in Panama City, Florida, and I was so damn
Strider
tired. I thought we were actually in
we feel
Panama.
like we picked you up from the airport and then immediately turned around and dropped you back off.
Oh, yeah, you did. That's the next day. That was fun.
All right.
I can't wait to go back.
Well, I think we covered all our topics. Anybody else got anything they want to bring up? We could go a little bit longer here.
Yeah, your deaths.
Did anybody see
What?
I talked about the Penguin. Never mind.
Oh yeah,
Gladiator,
the
Wicked.
Snow White trailer. Did we want to look at that piece of shit?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it at all.
There's so many shit trailers. Snow White, How to
Actually-
Train Your Dragon. Like, why are we doing
Yeah,
Fuck How to
Iron-
Train Your Dragon.
I actually got a
No,
dip.
not quite so white trailer.
Oh, hold on.
Actually, funny
yeah.
story.
Sorry, Iron Devil. Just trying to say something.
I've got a dip. I've got to get over to Ballbusters.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
I'll be over there in the chat shortly. Tell everybody I said hi. You got anything
4
you want to
shows
plug before you
tonight,
go?
so it's yeah. Check
There
me
you go.
out.
You're back in action.
Yeah, check me out tonight at she's midnight Pacific at least over on the pub, and then check out me, Iron, and Professor Savage Dead. Yeah, new show coming out here soon. Make Me a Sandwich. Should be a great time. So check those out.
Gonna be fun.
Like I said, we need
Lots of jokes.
an actual sandwich making commercial. Devil.
Yeah, and also too, if
I
follow
like
the
whose
Bizzle
idea
Hub
was
for the
it?
tier list.
I think Sam's was it Samuel's idea to if we do have a female guest, they have to be in a bathing suit or bikini.
Somebody mentioned that. I'm looking. We're looking into it. I do want to when we go to Vegas, though. I do want to have some competition where the girls in Vegas actually make sandwiches. So
I'll film that.
I don't know how we'll do it,
Content
what
right
the
there.
rules will be, but there will be sandwich making in Vegas. So yes,
Devil,
do check it out.
we will do this like the Ballbuster skits we did last time, but it'll be a sandwich competition.
Yeah,
we'll film this.
I'm trying to think of some things. I'm thinking like maybe the girls have to answer questions and they get an ingredient every time they answer a question correctly, and then at the end they actually make a sandwich with whatever they got.
And
this, whoever has the best sandwich
really well.
Okay,
we
if
all
you need
pull
a
our money
taste
and get the
tester, I'm there
content
for it.
too.
Right on. Yes,
Yeah.
I will talk to you guys later, and yeah, have a good night. Bye.
See you later, man. Everybody go sub to the Bielsa Hub. I'll put the link in the chat. And now we'll pull up this piece of shit called Not Quite So White. Where is it?
Snow Quiet. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what's funny?
Dude, we almost
So-
had a bat car sauce incident.
It was a tragedy.
We're trying.
You know what's funny? My first account on X. So I decided to troll her friend who is supposedly a model and stuff like that, and I was trolling her friend, what the actress from Snow White.
Rachel
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and she came for me, and then they mass reported
Holy
that
shit.
account as well.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, damn.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
So
They-
public
they get off on the
because
attention, so yes.
can't handle a little bit of criticism. Go figure.
Huh. Weaklings.
Let's see.
Imagine my shock.
You weak, pathetic fools.
All right, pulling up the trailer right now.
Finish
Take a
her.
Look here.
In the fun way.
Fatality.
All right, here we go. All right, let's take a look at this.
Never mind, not doing it.
Careful with music, by the way.
They should have hired me to be a dwarf.
Want to be a part of this mess?
All seven of them, Toasty.
Weren't there not going to be dwarves in this because it was?
No, they were originally like Portland baristas, but due to the
seven magical
outcry-
creatures.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
CGI because they're not casting, right? Didn't they take?
Right.
Yeah, because
Right.
one dude complained.
They take.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage decided he didn't want any more work to go out. He wanted to be the only dwarf in Hollywood, so he
right.
put a
So 7 people lost jobs. Great.
Which is funny because
Exactly.
isn't his most recent credit on Wicked and he's voicing a goat? So his height doesn't even matter. What the fuck? Like you didn't need to pull the ladder up from behind you, dickhead.
No, and that's what the whole woke thing does. It just destroys opportunities for other people.
Also,
and
Not very
destroys
inclusive,
civilization.
is it?
Isn't the white? Isn't
No.
the? And to be fair, I haven't read the original fairy tale, but this is Disney's Snow White. So going off of the movie, Gal Gadot is like way too hot to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
It should've been
she's
switched.
feeling like, and
They
they did
should've
this. They did
switched
this
around.
in a version with like where they had like Charlize Theron trying to like steal from Kristen Stewart. I'm like, what's going on here?
She's
Oh,
pretty
I
too.
forgot
That's
about
right.
that.
Like I was
But
like, because she was like, I'm jealous of her. I'm like, you're Charlize Theron. Like, stop.
Sure, yeah, Charlize Theron, good 10, 15 years ago, jealous of
Kristen Stewart 10, 15 years ago.
They could have put
Twilight.
Macho Man Tranny Savage for
Tranny Savage.
So even the cartoon version, the cartoon version of the Snow White, even she's beautiful. Like the cartoon,
Yeah.
like even she's
Yeah.
beautiful and stuff.
I would.
I think it's more or less of how Snow White's likable. Like she's sweet and pure and stuff. And I think maybe she's just jealous of that, not necessarily appearance wise. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense.
Well, I think because the mirror, there's like who's the fairest of them all, and it's
Right.
not so because Snow White's supposed to be like pale white, but with like a beautiful pale white, and it's not the queen or whatever.
We can't remember.
But I think you got a point, Toasty. I think it's also she's kind of evil on the inside, so that's why she's not, quite as desirable.
Right.
But the thing is,
yeah,
we like
even
Gal
in the
Gadot more than
cartoon though,
Rachel
she was
Zegler.
good looking.
Yeah.
Right.
she was.
But like we
And
still,
this one you
Gal
got-
Gadot is much more appealing. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, for God's sake. How are we gonna replace Wonder Woman with this catty vindictive bint who tries to replace her? That's ridiculous.
Sydney Sweeney.
Short ladder.
I just wish they gave her some like red lipstick. It looks a little. This is me being a woman right now. I just wish it was just pure like red.
Well, the thing is, we talked about it for the Queen.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If they paled her face up a little bit, but she just looks like Gal Gadot walking down the street in Tel Aviv or something. She doesn't look sickly because the original Queen looked very sickly.
White
because she was
very white,
animated.
too.
Yeah, she's very white, but like in a deathly way. They should have done that with Gal Gadot. Made her like add some more fine lines to her cheeks or something. Make her look sallow. Make her look like a corpse.
A little more gothy.
She looks
You know what I mean?
beautiful. Yeah, exactly. Just literally anything else to uglify her to make her look at least better than Rachel Zegler, worse than late Rachel Zegler. They failed in that. This dude
I
had
think
one
that's
job.
impossible.
Exactly.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
That is impossible. She
Clearly,
could've been-
clearly,
Gal
it's a-
Gadot looking like a corpse. All of us would. Let's be honest.
the only thing I can figure is that the mirror is truly a DEI mirror.
But what happened to the bent keys in Snow White? Aren't they doing one too?
They are. I don't know when that's gonna.
I
coming
thought
out.
they were releasing it, or that was just an ad they were just making for bent key, right?
No, they're actually
look-
doing it, but I think they're holding off to release it the same time as Disney releases this.
Which is gonna be glorious.
Can I say
'Cause
one
this
more
is gonna-
thing? Go ahead.
Oh, I was done.
Oh, I was just gonna say. So they want to be inclusive, right? Couldn't they get at least a Hispanic person that looks super white? Like I'm Hispanic, but I'm very pale. She's not pale. Rachel, that Rachel
Her
actress
name
is
is
not pale.
Snow White.
Her
It
name is
in
Snow
case it
Dirt.
wasn't- in
It's
case
Snow
it wasn't
Dirt.
Obvious.
Yeah, but look at her.
Not
Look at
one
the way she
time,
looks in this
but
movie.
2 times in her name is it indicated.
Yes.
And they're like, yeah, but like, I mean, she doesn't have to be white.
Well,
Yeah,
that's why
how
it's
much-
mirror
no, that
mirror on the wall.
Literally in the
But
story, she does.
Like,
It's
there
because
are
they're
characters, like, for example, I had a character that's appearing in issue 2 of my comic, right? That I'm like, I want her to be like darker skin Italian. So I indicate that the artist does that, the colorist does that. Like, this is all a deliberate choice.
Well,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
but
Like,
the original story, it's mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
yes, fair skin, as in fair skin, which would be.
And they're changing it now to be like fair and
Well,
just.
Well, because even the word fair, that doesn't describe character, it describes looks, which is fine.
Well,
Lean
here's the
into
other
that.
problem. So the Snow White Disney, the original Snow White from Disney, was what made Disney what it is today.
Literally,
the way,
first movie, yeah, right?
yeah, and the way like Walt Disney spent his whole life savings, and they were about to go bankrupt on making Snow White, and this is just a slap in the face of all that legacy, pretty much.
Yep.
Wasn't this supposed to be released for their 100th anniversary, and then they shit the bed so bad?
Yeah, I believe so.
The wall. Who's the fairest one of all?
Okay, hold on.
Even her voice, my God.
So
nut.
See that right there, that facial expression
What the
right
fuck
there
is even that?
It's wry, it is
Daddy,
sarcastic, it's like, I know something you don't know, which is not Snow White's personality. She is sweet, she is inviting, she is kind, she is sensitive to other people. This woman is none of that.
Also, there are some
She's a
things that there
Stop
are
it.
some things that are just meant to stay in animation, and that fucking hairstyle was
Oh,
not
yeah.
meant to be brought to live action.
Agreed.
No.
And
But look at her though.
That's the face of
compared
a
to her other movies.
22-year-old woman going through Twitter thinking of people to mass report.
Well, the problem is,
who just tripped you over on a
the
hill,
po-
watch you fall face first in a
First of all,
cow manure in cow
well,
manure. She's smirking at
the
you.
problem is it's supposed to be a dramatic woman type of woman for the story, right? So that's why the hairstyle is not working. So it's just the whole inclusive thing. Like, there's some hairstyles, maybe some races do better than others, whatever. Like, she's not supposed to be in this role. They totally shit on the bed of this whole story. They couldn't get the L's right, and even from what I know, remember Snow White cleans the elves' house or whatever, or the dwarves. I don't want to assume elves. It's the opposite. The elves are doing all the work.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a clip out there where she gives the spill like the original animated film, where she's talking about, you know, you'll use the duster, you know, I'll use the broom. Instead of I'll use the broom, it's you will use the broom, and she hands the broom off to one of the fucking.
Can you fucking
Comes in,
imagine?
crashes their place, and then starts bossing them around.
Yeah,
That's what
So-
That
Sounds like
exactly
a DI
like
hire.
her.
Yeah.
I was so angry when they
She looks
first
like Lord
came out.
Farquaad.
Yeah.
Oh my
Dude,
God,
I
she
was,
does.
I was so angry when this came out. When
Can't
I heard
unsee
she
it
was going to
now.
be Snow White, and I decided to edit myself as Snow White. I'm going to see if I could just post it on my X and show it to you guys. But
Dude,
yeah, we'll pull it up.
it's oh my God, and I know
There-
it's falling on deaf ears, right?
Dude.
Everything we say is,
Who said she looks like
But,
Lord
like,
Farquaad?
but
Me.
like the thing about this is, okay, like if I'm going to adapt the franchise, and I'm going to fundamentally change everything about the franchise, the thought would occur to me that perhaps I should not be the one adapting this franchise. Now I know that's not, you know, it's too logical for a current
Dude,
year.
that-
I know, I'm aware.
That is
But,
the face of somebody who goes, some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
She looks like a villain, dude.
Now mine
She
need more
does.
diamonds.
She
Yeah,
does.
kind of. Yeah.
How are
Not
you
just
more
that, but like, look at her compared to her other roles. She was all about, oh, I'm going to be the brown Snow White, but look how much they've lightened her up. Like, look how thick that makeup is on her face to make her tone whiter
She
than
looks like
she normally
Ethan Van
is.
Piper.
The thing is, if they didn't lean in, if they didn't lean into the whole, you know, making this all about race, because it's the studio that did this, probably no one would notice or care. It's like, okay, if they made her look like the cartoon character, then fine, it would work. But they, just like they always do, they leaned into how important that casting was to piss everyone off, and they succeeded. And
Well-
they probably, between that and what this girl's
They did too
behavior
much
has
to the
been for the
story,
past
dude.
year and a half,
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to.
Did you see her apology? By the way, I assume you guys covered
that was an apology.
Oh yeah,
it was
her
like,
apology
the
that was
first thing I
totally
said-
not written by her publicist.
Yeah, no, I saw that and I laughed my ass off. Now look, here's the thing. I understand like people getting emotional and saying something. I do get it. But I'm sure there are people that I know personally that like, how to freak out over the election. I'm like, and I'm like, all right, I've talked to you in person. Like, I know if I were to hang out with you at a bar, you'd be like, yeah, no, I don't actually hate everyone who votes differently than me. But she doesn't strike me as that kind of person that just had to freak out. That strikes me as like it was her genuine, honest thoughts. Now,
there are people who are true believers, and she is clearly one of them.
Yeah. And well, here's the thing, though. It also we didn't have a chance to talk about this last week, but one side you get Gina Carano getting shit canned for the most milquetoast,
very
reference
milquetoast
to World War II and how the
treat your neighbors.
Germans in the 40s were able to convince society to turn against each other for political power, and how that's a bad thing. That was considered abhorrent, and she was shit canned.
Abhorrent.
This girl literally. That's what I said, fucker.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying. No, I was repeating what you were saying as to emphasize.
Not
the
even just
extreme
was it
language.
Hey, Iron, you got to forgive.
I was backing you up, homie. Come on.
Iron, you got to
Gotcha,
forgive
gotcha.
Vaughn. He's still shaking over the car accident.
Yeah, he is.
The car accident.
No, I'm a little.
He's backing you up
I'm a
like
little
the trifecta in
hypersensitive to
Battsauce.
all the corrections I've had this evening. I've been called dyslexic in the chat and everything.
I had nothing to do with that. I had nothing to do with that. But
that was my other account.
I would say, Iron. I would say if you were to disagree with me again, I would be careful about driving because you saw what happened to Battsauce's car.
Right.
I didn't cause it, but I could totally make it happen again.
Is that a night letter?
No,
right. That was a night letter. That was a night letter.
I'm just advising a friend to drive safely. It has nothing.
I will wave the white flag now. Thank you for backing me up and not correcting my speech, Vaughn. You're always welcome to do so.
You just told Iron you'd pull up on him. Way to go.
Not only did they shit can Gina Carano for her post, they literally fucked their entire plan for Star Wars for the rest of the decade, basically.
Yes. Yep.
So
they were so into it, they had to fire her and fuck the next 5 years worth of production for the Mandalorian shit, for their TV Star Wars shit.
Dude, and I'll
Exactly.
say this. I was
But
at film
this girl-
school
go ahead.
when that happened, and that totally made me go, okay, so is this what awaits me by the time I graduate? Like, is this
Yes.
what Hollywood is going to be?
Yes,
and that was kind of
absolutely.
part of why I started looking at indie comics, honestly. So I was like, well,
You know what I'm surprised at? I'm surprised they didn't give Daisy Ridley this role.
Oh God.
Oh, that would have been
Hey,
decent.
that would have been better.
No, the reason why
Yeah.
is because it's not a Lucas.
doesn't matter
It's not a Lucasfilm production, and Kathleen Kennedy's not in charge of it.
But
Iron.
but the thing is, there's a ton of crossover in Disney projects. Like HBO, you notice, has a lot of the same bit players, like with side characters that they have a shit ton. But like Disney does the same thing. There's a ton of crossover between all of their properties, Lucasfilm, Pixar, all that. So I mean, Daisy Ridley would have been just fine. The difference being between her and this bitch is that Daisy Ridley can actually smile and appear inviting and appear kind. And so she's not the best actress around, but I mean, Snow White, let's be honest, is not the most deep character.
No.
And of all the movies to spend more than almost $500 million on, Snow White is not the one to do it, because Snow White is not, it's a classic character. It's a classic film, but it's not necessarily, she's not as popular as, say, Aurora or Pocahontas or Moana or
I disagree with that.
Rapunzel
She's the OG.
I know, but people, but things are young girls.
RedStrider.
Sorry,
I was going to say.
I wasn't.
I
I
sent
didn't
you a
mean to interrupt.
DM.
Sorry.
Iron.
Oh, thank you.
I was
well,
gonna
you're
say,
missing
though,
the main point. Why she wasn't cast is she's of European descent, Daisy Ridley. So there it is.
Well, that
Right.
I mean,
Go ahead,
it would have been nice if she was in there, because then the Seven Dwarfs could walk up to her and say, "So what's your name?" And she could be like, Snow Skywalker.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Should have been Snow White, bitch. Not you. Snow
Oh, holy
Dirt.
shit.
Ouch.
I'm pale. You're not.
I'm a whitey.
You even got
not
the
you.
cartoony the cheeks going. That's good stuff.
And the hair actually, how does the hair look? How does the hair look more
Oh, let me go back.
accurate and not ridiculous than this? Like you don't look like Lord Farquaad with that haircut because that's pretty much. Well, because like it wasn't her appearance based off of like Hedy Lamarr or someone? Like she's based on like a popular, not pinup model, but a popular actress at the time. I can't remember who it was. I want to say.
Oh, in the
Hedy Lamarr, but it
original
could be.
Snow White
Yeah.
by Disney, yeah. They
my
were
mind's
that was
blanking.
really common for them to base their art on famous like big stars of the time.
Yeah.
If Selena was on, she could tell us which ones because I don't know. I don't care that much.
I just find it fascinating because a lot of the animation they were indeed inspired by real people. I think Rapunzel was inspired. I want to say inspired by Veronica Lake a little bit, but they
So-
actually had a legit model. It was beautiful.
That's funny that you say that because Jessica Rabbit is actually was inspired by Veronica Lake because of the hair.
You're right.
That's how she got the
that's
hairstyle.
what I'm thinking of. Why did I say Rapunzel?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought
Right.
she was based on that one, not Raquel Welch, the one with the really big bazonkas from the 50s.
The one with the big personality.
For
Huge
Jessica Rabbit.
track-
The one that died in the car accident.
Oh, Jane Mansfield.
Yeah. That's
Oh
what I thought.
yeah.
I know my
I
starlets.
could be wrong. All right, let's finish this crap.
Let's finish this shit.
True words never spoken. Ugh, I hate that trailer trend.
I mean,
That's gonna be my favorite part of the movie when she eats that fucking apple.
Yeah, we're gonna go home.
And then nobody comes to save her because she's annoying.
Well, she's a strong, independent woman that don't need no man.
Well, didn't she say she's not going to be saved by the prince? She's going to become the
Yeah.
leader she was born to.
Yeah,
they've already said that. Thus, we know the entire ending.
Yeah, the
They're
plot's
not
done.
going to do the kissing. The true love's first kiss wakes her up and frees her from the chorus because, of course, that's weird. And all that
Weird.
shit.
She's gonna wake up
think
from
this
her own
movie before it even came
self-actualization.
out. Now, I did see Walter say that, to be fair, it looks like it's fun for the intended audience, which I'm assuming would be kids. Shit, where did your fucking thing? I may have accidentally deleted that, Walter. Sorry. I just clicked the wrong button. But go ahead.
I mean, I don't even think this is going to appeal to the audience it's supposed to appeal to because, again, that audience doesn't exist. Like the modern audience really does not exist. And I don't see people lining up to see Snow White.
Well, here's the problem. These type of movies, you also have to appeal to the adults that probably grew up on the original.
Mm-hmm.
So say all of us have kids right now or whatever, and then we're like, well, shit, this ain't Snow White. Well, I'd rather just get my kids to watch the VHS tape I probably got in my storage right now.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. This just seems really. I can't shake the feeling. This seems really out of touch, and it seems like if you wanted to adapt this story, it would definitely appeal to an older generation because I can't imagine I can't imagine kids growing up now would watch the original cartoon and enjoy it, especially after all. I mean, it is pretty dated. It's a work of art and a work of genius.
Well, I don't know. I
absolutely, but it's a
disagree.
little
Like
dated, but-
all of these, like the traditional animation Disney shows are all supposed to be made timeless to where any generation can watch and enjoy them.
Okay.
And and that's the appeal of Disney originally. Is like your whole family should be able to go and watch, be able to enjoy this.
Nah, fuck
And
that.
kids shows in general are usually made so also the adults would go and enjoy them as well. If you're just focusing on one smaller audience group like this, it's not going to work.
Well, I think Vagabond just answered your question, Walter. Now, here's the thing. Does this even look appealing to kids? Because it kind of looks like a big fucking snooze fest.
I don't like that. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just shaking my head like I don't see how.
No.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I really don't like the CGI of the dwarves. I wish they would have gotten real men to, it would have been more.
Well, they were going to
wholesome,
do that,
think.
and then the internet laughed them out of existence.
Which kind of reminds me of, I know there's, well, not related to the movie, but now that we're talking about like the CGI and stuff, have you guys seen the new Coca-Cola commercial for like the Christmas commercial? Everybody's
Is
pissed
it one
off.
with the bears or something?
Everybody's pissed off about it. 'Cause
Oh,
it's all
yeah.
CGI.
It's all AI.
Yeah. AI, excuse me. Yeah. People are pissed. People are like, why couldn't you get real people and,
Let's see. I
It's
think
real
is
people
it the
cost some
Secret
money.
Santa generate? Oh, wow.
Well, here we go. The
Go ahead and pull
robots are taking over. It's just a matter of time.
It still looks AI generated, but it's convincing if you don't look too hard.
That man has 6 fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, you can totally tell it's AI.
This looks horrible.
Yeah.
I don't think AI is gonna get.
Come on.
It was just cheaper.
Like
Oh
this looks
my
okay
God.
because this looks okay because it looks like stuff we've seen before.
I don't think so.
Just so you know, Coca-Cola machines don't drink Coke.
Well, the problem is a lot of AI stuff. I mean, it's fine making memes and stuff out of it, but it comes off uncanny every time. It doesn't feel like natural movements.
Okay.
and stuff.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
It's uncanny to us, but okay, if you're the average fucking 90 IQ American TV watcher, that is 80% as good as a commercial that would cost like millions of dollars to produce.
I hate to say
No, I
this,
disagree.
I don't think so because nobody's
people are
acting like
NPCs, bro.
yeah.
I
Nobody's
think
acting
your
like
$20 on
your
that.
basic couch potato retard probably isn't going to notice, but I think it's going to be pretty well split. I mean, the fact that
The
it got this much attention, it's just, even if you're that dumb, you're looking at it like, why does it look so weird? It just, something about it's uncomfortable.
Because it
Now,
saved
look at
them
the
a
with
fuck
Trump
ton
dancing with a
of
machine
money.
gun and a Taco Bell, it'd be fine.
Well,
But this
look
is
at
a, you know-
just look at the picture there in the picture right there with the advertisement. The trucks aren't even in a proper alignment. One's at one angle, one's at another angle.
Yeah.
One, it's like they're traveling right next to each other, not in a line.
It's just it's uncanny looking. No matter, I think the person doesn't even have to be an artistic person, and it just looks weird. But I also do want to answer Walter's.
Wait, you said
last comment.
artistic or autistic?
Either way, I think it
They're
just
both
looks
the
uncanny
same.
for everyone.
Artistic, autistic.
I said
they're
artistic.
Usually one and the same.
But I want to answer Walter's last comment. It's
Okay,
but
this one?
yeah, I think because like you're saying, so for Walter, like for you, you're like the rare case, but like in general, for like the mass public, usually kid films also have to tend to appeal to the adults that are going to watch the movie with their kids.
Yeah,
so
And-
like, but that's usually how kids movies make a lot of money because it's like adults go. There's a lot of tickets being bought just for movies like that.
Because here's the thing: if a
that's
parent
how they
doesn't
make the
want to
real
sit
money.
through it, they're just gonna wait for it to come out, to eventually come out on,
Exactly what I do
streaming
every
or
fucking
DVD.
time.
Like, oh no, I'm not gonna sit through this piece of shit. Whereas Super Mario Brothers are like, fuck yeah, let's go, and the kids,
Oh
like,
yeah,
"What's
dude, I
that?
was at
Doesn't
Super
matter,
Mario
we're
Brothers.
going.
Shit, I even went to
Yeah, I don't know.
Transformers 1, but I'm
Dad,
not
I'm
going
a
to go
Zelda
to
fan. Too fucking bad.
crap like that.
Here's the other problem with these
It's not
soulless
interesting.
remakes. They think they have to go back and correct the sins of the past.
Yep.
Like changing the song for whistle while you work to get the fuck to work, you white dwarves, and
Get the
Well,
and not
well,
having
even with-
her. She's Snow White, the warrior leader. Don't need no man, and not taking away whole true love's first
Snow White
kiss
is-
breaks the curse.
Oh my goodness,
okay.
Snow White is Galadriel from Rings of Power.
Yeah.
Shut your
Okay,
fucking
even
mouth.
the example I brought on earlier, where like my second grade teacher was telling my parents that I shouldn't be watching The Simpsons, right? Her as a parent, she was looking for a Christian value TV show and stuff. If she knew like whatever the material is going to be in there, that's not something she would be proud of for her kids to watch, she ain't taking her kids to watch it. So that's why no matter what, you do have to appeal to the parents too, because the parents are, you know, they're going to be like, oh, if there's something in the movie that the parent doesn't like, and they don't want their kids to have that thought process or whatever the movie's trying to provoke, they're not going to take their kids to go see it.
No, that's true. And first of all, there's no reason that a Snow White movie from Disney should be politically divisive, but it
Correct.
is because of all this Rachel Zegler nonsense and all the bullshit wokeness they insisted on shoehorning into the movie. There's no reason, because Republicans take their kids to movies too. There's no reason to do what they're doing. They're just cutting into their profits.
Not even Theo.
I would say more.
We have
I
more
would say
kids.
More so, Theo. Yeah, they have more kids and they have more money. So you've just shit on the majority of your box office right there.
Yep.
Well,
kinda
Walter,
wonder-
like, what was that movie? Spy Kids. A lot of parents didn't care
God, I
for
remember
that
that.
movie and shit.
I love that movie.
And, but
Movie's
if
amazing.
there was things in there that they didn't approve of, they wouldn't be taking their kids in there. Like, of course, yeah, there's movies they'll go to that, but there's some parts in there, like there's some certain adult jokes or whatever. Same thing with like the Rugrats movies and stuff or shows. There's adult jokes hidden in them for parents to go see.
Well, the
you'll
point
like
the point is that it has to appeal. They have to at least find their audience and stick to it. The thing is, Disney is losing their audience. Like the more they tighten their grip, the more the modern audience slip through their fingers, and they can't decide who they want to actually market to, kids or parents. And I think actually, I kind of wonder if they're trying to, because honestly, this is something that they probably, if they were smart and if they were on the internet, they would probably look this up. A lot of their films, they should probably be marketing to the Disney adults, and I say that choking down bile because it's just disgusting. Like these grown adults, people my age and all of us here, they're obsessed with Disney as if they're children. Like I love Star Wars as much as the next guy because there are only 6 movies, and I will absolutely go ape if we get if Andor season 2 is actually decent. And I'll give you that one. But I'm not. I was kind of jumping up and down with Force Awakens. I think all of us were, but eventually that kind of went away. But like there's a whole subculture of specifically Disney fan adults. They don't do this for their kids because they really don't have any, because it's all for them. All the disposable income they have, all the couples, they spend all their money, all their Disney money on themselves. They go to Disney parks. They have entire rooms devoted to Disney stuff. Honestly, they should. It's kind of a weird cult thing, and I kind of wonder if Disney's maybe trying to market to them because they're the ones who will swallow everything Disney does, hook, line, and sinker. They are the Star Wars theories of a couple years ago. I mean, Star Wars theories come around now, but for a while he was all about them, all about Lucasfilm, and trying to defend everything they did.
Strider, you're talking about the 35-year-old plus theater kids that failed at life, have no kids, still live with their parents, and sing fucking Disney songs at karaoke night. I know them well.
Well, I just want to say, like, so Walter's last comment, like, it doesn't always, everything in there doesn't have to appeal to me to go see the movie. But if I'm taking kids to go see it and it still has somewhat, even if it doesn't appeal to me, everything, there has to be enough for me to be like, this is okay for them to watch, or even I might be able to sit through this or want to sit through this or whatever. You know, not saying it's going to be perfect every time, but like a lot of the most successful ones kind of appeal to for like kids stuff, also have to appeal to the adults as well, at least some bit.
And also, and like Theo said, shoehorning in politics, which they did. they did in the marketing, they did in the casting, which again, the casting
in
would
the
have
plot.
gone unnoticed. They made it noticed.
Yeah.
And they've continued to do so with everything they put out. They did it with Little Mermaid. They're doing it with all of these. That's where it becomes parents are starting to get a little bit gun shy taking their kids to these movies. If it's just subtle, even slightly in the mixed into the content and shoehorning in the politics and some form of indoctrination, parents are sick of it.
Dude, and you notice when they do that marketing for that stuff, when they start out on the Little Mermaid jive and whatnot, they're just like poking and just trying to start some stuff. These antagonistic, commie a-holes, man. You know
they
what?
want to make
guys,
it as controversial and antagonistic as possible.
You know what was awesome though? Talking about stuff when they shoehorn stuff in for kids. Like when my daughter was young, man, we used to watch SpongeBob. The first few seasons of that dang show were so freaking funny, and like the little kids just laugh at SpongeBob and stuff, man. I don't know if any of you guys ever watched it, but man, they put all kinds of crap in there. It was so funny. Like one time, I know little kids didn't really get it, but like that Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, that's like the superhero crew that's in SpongeBob, right? So they loved them, and so they went to the retirement home to find them because they were like SpongeBob and Patrick's heroes. They annoyed them so much that Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy thought that they were villains, so they used their like telepathic ability to call like the fish to help them out. And the fish were coming out of a retirement home like in wheelchairs with like crutches and shit. And it's like all these old crippled fish that were coming out to help them. And like little kids didn't get that. And I'm over there about to throw up laughing.
So riddle me this, Batman. I'm looking at the Wikipedia for Snow White 2025, releasing in
2025
in March of 2025, which I don't understand
I
why
think
you
it's
would
gonna get
release it in
pushed.
summer. Well, it probably will be, but so it makes sense to this. The only dwarf that's listed here as played by somebody is Grumpy, played by Martin Kleba. Does anyone know who that is?
No.
If you remember,
A
you gotta
dwarf actor from
track of
Pirates,
dwarves and
from
midgets,
the
man.
Pirates series, Pirates of the Caribbean. A dwarf actor.
Oh, I know who that is.
So
Oh,
what
the
the
little- yeah.
fuck was all that about a Peter Dinklage? Why couldn't they just have like
Okay,
sticks
so-
of him?
No.
What the hell?
It
'Cause
that
he's a
goes
greedy
back
fuck.
to that goes back to the original shots that we saw when they were doing the pickup shots right before the strike, and they had the 7 magical creatures.
that
There was
him?
one
Oh
dwarf.
God!
Okay, I
7
didn't know
Portland
those.
baristas.
Yes, there was one. There was one dwarf.
Okay, but like he's still listed, but
So
he's not.
You
in the
know
movie,
how
though.
it's so
If that-
retarded.
if
because-
they destroyed. They did away with all that. So why?
hold
is
on.
he
I
listed as
just
something?
had an epiphany. All they had to do to solve the DEI problem, not be offensive, and cast real little people was to cast the entire cast of the 7 dwarfs, consisting of the Little Women Atlanta.
Ooh, that's
Just
all
deep cut.
women.
I like it.
Oh, is
Women
that like a
dwarf.
show with midget black women?
Let's go.
Yo,
Hold
listen,
I
hear
will
me
show
out.
you.
Some of those little women can get it. Pull up a picture.
I'm about to. Hold on.
Hey, I was unaware of this existed.
Hold on. I'm getting
Hey,
something.
you
right
know
now.
what it is though, man? It's like it's like this mind-bogglingly stupid idea, and it's just like Peter Dinklage's like, this is offensive to little people, so we can't do it. So all the people at Disney scramble. Oh no, it's offensive to little
Dinklage is
people.
problem
so we can't
solved.
do it."
There's only
Oh,
6 of them,
child.
so then just get Peter Dinklage to be the token Whitey as Doc.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
and they just talk smack to him the entire time.
They make him do all the cleaning.
Make him do all the cleaning. You work for us, white boy.
Oh no, bro. Worse
That's
than
a
that. Worse
movie
than
right
that.
there.
I got one for you.
Ryan
I got
Kennel
one for you guys.
Pulls up on the crew.
Uh-huh.
Can I share it real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Look at this little lady right here. Would you guys? Would you?
Yes, absolutely.
Yo, what's
No,
her at?
that's weird.
Yo, what's her at?
What? No, she's attractive.
Sure. Yeah. Hold on. Just asking. I was just curious. Her at? I'll look for it.
Selena put Toasty up to this to test iron. No.
She put it there
All
to
I
test
said was
us.
she's attractive. I'm happily married. So there's no wood, but I can be honest. And
So
say-
no, Theo's just gonna send her a message and it's gonna say, "Hey," and she'll get ignored. Next one, "Hey," he gets ignored. "Hey, I do a podcast. You want to come on my show?"
You've already got the couch for it.
Holy shit.
Hey man, you know when Peter Dinklage pulled up that ladder behind him, it wouldn't be that hard because, like, you know, it's a little ladder. Most people could just
Holy
step up onto that.
I
ladder,
highlighted
man.
your joke when Strider said, "Yeah, he pulls the ladder out from all."
I can
from
think of is,
underneath
like,
him.
it's
You
a
were
tiny
quick in
ladder,
the
man.
chat, man. That's a little ladder.
Yeah.
You know, I do like
you know,
those
you know, one of
videos.
those little
like-
tight, like those little the little tight stools. It's like about that tall. That's probably what it's like.
No, I like those videos where it's like the little person's doing something where like they threw a basketball and it's like and it shows like someone else is like this little pebble lands on
I'm
their shoe
looking
or
for
something.
those right now.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
The little guy's getting a bottle of hot damn in the liquor store, and when he hands it to the girl, it's one of those single shots.
Oh,
Yeah, have you ever seen the one where like Ricky Berwick is on his scooter and it shows him he looks like he's going real fast? He's like, yeah, and then it shows him from the side and he's like barely moves. Like,
Oh man, that's like the there was a South Park episode where Bart Simpson and what was his name, Cartman was trying to stop the Family Guy and they were riding their bikes and shit.
Yeah.
We.
The amount of midget memes you can find on the internet is ridiculous, dude.
I remember Opie and Anthony back in the day. They were talking about they were gonna. Anthony was talking about, yeah, we were gonna do this skit like midget of the day, but it's like they had Patrice O'Neal on there, and they were talking about we couldn't find them. We couldn't find enough because it was like hard pressed to find a midget, and then Patrice O'Neal is falling out of his chair laughing because it's like hard pressed to find a midget.
I love how you guys are just superimposed on this conversation about midgets, and I'm just playing Skyrim off camera.
Man, I was the only one who contained myself and said little person, so I get a gold star for the night.
Yeah, I said little person too.
I didn't,
Well,
man. I
midget.
went full. I went full on like, yeah.
Have you seen these girl midgets that wrestle each other?
Well, now you
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
now you guys are making me feel
Yeah.
bad.
They
Bro.
had them in Savannah, Georgia. They were doing a midget wrestling. I wanted to go. I don't know if it. I think it passed through. I think I am seeking away. If he's still in chat, he knows.
Vagabond,
I
you
remember-
need to do a show where you just go to obscure stuff and then you can eat stuff too. It's like Vagabond eats things, and that'd be
Oh,
the name
man.
of it, man. And you could be eating it like that. What's that nasty like that natto? You can eat.
Oh
that.
yeah. Was
You
I
go,
sending you
go to
pictures
the
of
Asian
Nato?
market
Into a
and
strip
buy
club.
some of that stuff.
Vagabond. I want the episode where Vagabond drives out to Springfield, Ohio. Oh,
No, man,
I
we're
don't
not
mind.
gonna get him killed by drinking the water out of the creek or anything.
No,
like that,
the so me and I am seeking away who's in chat. We went up to this one part of Georgia where it's basically nothing but Koreans and Japanese. So we went to this we went to this Korean market and I was taking pictures of NATO and sending it to Diesel.
Yeah, he was.
And then I
was like the only one that knew what he was talking about when he was talking about getting it. I was like, yeah.
Then I was taking pictures of all this watermelon flavor stuff and texting Mo Zamboni.
Yeah.
That's all, like Mo Zamboni gets random text messages from me from anything I see that's watermelon that I find in person.
You know what's so funny is when the show first started, Vagabond and I were like texting back and forth about chicken.
Oh yeah. There was
like,
I had this
if you don't
chicken
like
sandwich
chicken,
from Jack's because they built the Jack's in my county, and Diesel was like, "Hey, do you have Jack's out there?" I was like, "Yeah, we do. We just built it last year." He's like, "Go try their chicken sandwich and shit." So I went
forgot
out
to
there.
tell him that it didn't. You have to put your own like sauce on it if you want it. It's
Yeah.
basically like Jack's version of the Chick-fil-A sandwich, man. Except they put this like giant slab of chicken, and Jack's is like
it was a
fast
big
food joint that's out of
there.
Alabama, man. So it's like started here, so it's all right. I
Well,
forgot to tell him they didn't have any sauce on it. He's like, yeah, it's kind of dry.
Not to totally derail the conversation or anything, but you guys, I'm sure Theo has a stand-up comedian, Brad Williams.
Yes, I'm familiar.
He's another little guy. He is freaking hilarious.
Very
Let me
talented.
see if I can find a quick clip of his.
So,
That's a full show.
I can't say midget, but you can say little guy.
I mean, you just did say midget. No, it's like,
I just, yeah. Damn, I didn't say you couldn't. I just said I was better than you for at least the first half hour.
Hey, Iron, we're not saying what.
I'm not better than anybody, man. I'm just full on trash.
There we go. Hold on.
Guess I'm gonna get canceled now. No, I'm just kidding.
Join the club.
Dude, we've all been on MSK's show. All of us are doomed anyway.
Here, and there's always one. Gentlemen, when you are in a public bathroom, stay the fuck away from my urinal. See?
Holy shit. He sounds like Professor Savage Dad. I just noticed that.
He does, man.
The women are like, he has a urinal? Yes, I do. I have a urinal. And it's required by law. There's always 2 or 3 urinals that are way up here, and there's always one that's way the fuck down there. That's my urinal. You do not use that urinal. That is reserved for me. That is reserved for your 5-year-old son, Zachary, and that is reserved for any man with a 2-foot dick. Okay? That is all. In this airport bathroom, it's all open urinals. Guess which one urinal is being taken up? Mine. All right. And then I just had this moment where I couldn't take it anymore. So I just looked at the dude. I was like, "Excuse me, sir." And he turned around, and this is exactly what he did. No exaggeration. He just turns around and goes, "No fucking way." I see one of you tall fucks, and you are using my urinal. I will go full R. Kelly on your leg. All right.
What? Whoa.
So
hold up.
True story, no
Seriously,
bullshit. I had an experience like that at a Ren fair. So the only
No,
stall that was open was the handicap stall. And so I really had it. It was the next one in line. So I used it. I also took a few minutes to adjust my costume and everything because I was in a costume because I do that. And I open up the door and there's this kid on crutches, like a big old broken leg.
Oh shit!
Okay, that was my guess.
Like Tiny Tim. And someone even
That's
had knocked.
100% believable because I've had the same thing happen. I was at at some concert at a casino, and I was also, it was back when I still did some illicit substances. So I needed the bigger bathroom. So I go to the handicap stall. I take my sweet ass time because I got to wait till I think there's no one in there and everything else. I go out. There's a fucking guy in a wheelchair waiting.
Yeah, man. But the handicap stall is like a little apartment, man. You got your own sink. You got your own whatever.
Like their own sink and soap and shit. Like it is not even empty.
It's
It's
so
all
much
full.
more comfortable, damn it.
I know, right? And you got all that room.
Like
No,
they just need to make every bathroom on Earth like Buc-ee's.
Agreed.
Oh,
Pretty much.
I still haven't gone. I got to go up to Auburn and check out that Buc-ee's.
No,
they
they
got
got a
on
Buc-ee's
85,
here. Man, if you get that brisket sandwich they got, the barbecue brisket, and like the aluminum foils disintegrating in your hand, I had to pull over and eat that motherfucker.
Dude,
It is delicious.
like if it's I'll have to check that out, man. One of these days, I know there's one on I-85 that's right outside of Auburn because they were advertising because everybody's talking
Well,
about Buc-ee's
Georgia
and
got like a few Buc-ee's, and they're building a new Buc-ee's too. So I think we got like 5 or so Buc-ee's here in Georgia.
But they got some good eats there, right? I'm gonna have to check it out, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
like
Vaughn, you were about to say something, man?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
sorry, I
good,
didn't mean
dude.
to interrupt. I want to head out. I gotta work. I want to work on my website and a few other things. So
all right, stay away from my car.
listen, man.
Man, y'all were giving back car sauce some jive earlier about that. Man, if somebody hit and run me, I'd be ready to get my gun and start shooting.
Yeah, listen, allegedly.
That dude backed into him and then took. I'm going to
All
my
I'm
house.
saying-
I'd have been
Oh,
like,
true,
"No,
dude."
you don't-"
All I'm saying is, he's spreading some accusations about me. That are
I
basically
didn't say it was you. It was somebody else.
You want to know what, Vaughn? No one said you're the one that did it.
No, you're the reason he's getting your book out of the
Actually-
mailbox, man.
Actually, people, hold on. Let me, because if I'm talking out of my ass, it's gonna look bad for me. So let me pray that someone said that. I think
you're being guilty by association on this one, and you're
See,
fully
now
guilty.
you're making me think that it was you because you got
actually
it.
did Battsauce. If I could share the receipts, because I
know he said it, but it wasn't really you. But now that you're all nervous, it makes me think that it kind of was you.
Listen,
I just know I got my tracking number, and I'm going to be looking both ways when I check the mail here.
Well,
Right,
I've
dude, when
learned-
I go to
I've
my
learned that-
mailbox tomorrow, I'm gonna watch out.
That's why you got to go to the mailbox strap, man. You should go everywhere strap. The
That is
bathroom,
a
sleep,
Exactly.
it don't matter.
professional.
Damn right.
I've learned that it is a professional move to dox customers. But listen, listen,
It is.
you know,
I love that thing.
yeah, I mean,
It's really dope.
he's making accusations against me, and all I'm saying, if he keeps making them, well, don't worry about it. Nothing, because I didn't do anything to begin with. So,
You didn't do it.
Just like I didn't do.
But it is
anything
your fault.
here, just like I didn't do anything here, I won't do anything there.
All right.
So when's your figurine coming out?
Yeah.
My
When
figurine.
can we get our Phenomenova action figures in lunch boxes?
When
let's just put this whole thing
when
to
there's
bed.
a
I think we should
demand for
just,
them. I don't know.
you
Like
should just privately text Battsauce to kind of square away all the tension, and then he'll share it online, and then we can go from there.
Hey, Professor Savage,
exactly. Then you can start having.
That brings up a question. Do
cast.
kids still use lunch boxes, man? Like
I was about to say lunch boxes was before his time.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, that's
Vaughn's
true.
only like,
Doesn't
like
know
what,
what
are you
those
like
are.
14 or something, man?
Yeah.
25, believe it or not. I mean, listen, I had lunch boxes when I was a little kid. People actually, a lot of people did tell me I should make lunch boxes because they're super cheap, and I said I agree. Who's the problem? Who's buying them?
That'd actually be
The
pretty cool.
millennials. and
Would you
older,
guys
that's
buy
all.
them?
What
Yeah.
lunch
I
boxes?
actually collect lunch boxes.
Because that wasn't
I've
a
got quite
rhetorical
few of them.
question. So if people would actually buy the product, okay.
I mean, why not?
Hold up.
Hey man,
Well, never mind. I was all excited there, but then he called the product gay. The whole line is canceled.
hey,
Dude, he just likes using his stream deck. Pay no attention.
listen,
to
for you
pro.
No,
bastards like
you gotta call your customers gay when they buy your product. That's the pro move.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Come on.
Hey man,
Only kings do that. It's king
old
shit.
people. Did you guys like Professor Savage John and Iron Man? Did your mom ever put like milk in that little thermos in there, and then you'd be
Yes.
drinking that
Oh, yeah.
warm dog shit for lunch?
Fuck
Oh.
no! I would have thrown that back at my mom so fucking hard, putting milk in there.
It was
No,
inside my
I had a,
it was inside
uh,
my
What
What kind of
Ghostbusters
kid
one
were you?
time.
What kind of kid were you? You throwing stuff, man?
No, I had the little ice pack, dude.
No,
Oh,
I
you were
had
fancy
a,
about it, Mr. Fancy Pants with his eyes.
I had a
I had my Rusty Sesame Street lunchbox.
no,
I
I had
had
a,
somebody that
Ghostbusters,
knocked
the
out a cast iron
cartoon.
thing.
I had a Power Rangers lunchbox. I wonder if I can find it on eBay. Hold on.
I had
I got
lunch
a
boxes,
lot.
but I never really got to use them for lunch. I had to eat shitty school lunch because that was more
No,
affordable.
that sucked.
Oh,
Hey man, that
shit.
school lunch was awesome.
Anyway, back to-
Rectangle pizza for life.
I never had a lunchbox. My mom would just put a Lunchable in my book bag. That's it.
That
I had a
works.
Spider-Man.
Dude, I still eat
lunchbox.
Lunchables. I like them. Vaughn, you were doing your outro, man. I'm sorry. We
Oh,
got
yeah,
a little
yeah.
sidetracked.
No, I actually, yeah. So if you guys are ready, I'm shipping out. Calculating shipping is a pain. Ultimately, you got to just pick a number and hope for the best, and that's what I'm doing. But if you guys are interested, if you haven't backed my book yet, don't worry, I won't hit your car. I don't hit anyone's car, actually. In fact,
I like
but
my Camry.
the book. Well, now my sales pitch is ruined. 'Cause it's like,
Sorry.
God damn it. My website, if you type in this link, you'll be very disappointed because nothing comes up because the website doesn't exist. But in a few days, hopefully, something will come up. And you'll be like, wow, this is incredible. So for now, just follow me on all socials, and I'll blast it out when you could buy your copy of the book. It will be ready to ship. And I also want to say issue 2, I'm hoping to launch in January. So keep an eye out for that. And that's all. Thank you for having me on. And the feedback has been great on the book so far. It really means a lot. And yeah, so So that's all.
Absolutely, man. I can't wait to get mine. I hope it doesn't suck.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope not too.
We'll have it tomorrow.
You know, that's the biggest fear.
No,
Is like
I'm real fucking excited for it, man. I
Thank
can't
you.
wait to read it.
I mean, that is the scariest part I will say about having people pay up front is because you're like, oh man, what if they're just like, I paid for this shit, you know? So yeah. All right, see you guys. Peace out.
See you, bud.
Later,
See you
Vaughn.
later, dude.
homie.
Thanks for stopping by.
I mean, the cost of his book is very affordable. Just keep in mind, if you buy his book, your auto insurance does go up as well.
It increases your premium across the board.
Damn you, Vaughn, increasing my premium.
When you buy Phenomenova, you have to pay a deductible.
Phenomenova is the deductible.
Is the deductible.
Well, you know what's funny is we ran out of topics at about the hour and a half mark. Now we're about 47 minutes overtime. So unless you guys got anything else you want to cover, we'll go ahead and start wrapping it up here. Anything else anybody want to talk about, or we start doing outros?
I was trying to find a picture of the rusty metal Sesame Street lunchbox I have. That's how old I am. Mine was like cast iron.
I just found my lunchbox on eBay. I just text Diesel it.
Ooh, I found mine too, dude. I just found it. I put metal, old ass metal Sesame Street lunchbox, and it is picture.
It is.
Then we still got to like play videos and then do outros. Or
Yeah, if you guys got anything, any funny videos you want to share, have them ready.
Okay,
Post
I'm
the
posting
videos.
mine in chat right now. Then
I put mine in the chat earlier.
Go ahead and repost. I don't want to scroll through all that shit.
okay,
Oh,
I just
for
posted
God's
mine.
Ooh, I got one too.
All right, we'll pull up Diesel's first. Or
Well, I gotta
Vagabond's
find
first.
it. I just found my lunchbox, man.
We'll pull up the lunchbox too. We'll share both. Let me go ahead and start this here.
Say how racial do I want to get for my videos here?
Fuck it.
Well, we're starting with Vagabond, so I'm pretty sure gloves are already off at this point.
Okay.
I was right.
I just want to make sure everybody's eating their flats correctly. You take that flat, you push it down, you dip it, you bite it, and you come out with a clean bone. Cheers, guys.
My whole life has changed since you came in. Back then, you I'm so in love, so deep in love. You made
Legit.
my life complete. You are so sweet.
What the fuck?
Honor of National.
Hey, I remember when I figured that shit out, bro.
I
Changed
posted
my
mine.
life.
I
too.
posted mine in private.
I get it. I feel that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I remember when I was first taught that method, except I wasn't taught to push the meat down. I just taught put it all in your mouth.
Bro,
and grip the
you
bottom and
always
just-
got to push the meat down and then
You guys are giving me a lot of material.
Pause.
All
I
right,
know. Walked right
Pause.
into that one.
Clip that. Clip that.
When your legs don't work like they used to.
They don't need legs.
Yeah, that's why you push.
All
your
right,
meat
Nate.
down. Sorry. Did you pull it
Nate
up?
gets
Iron?
it.
I'm confused.
He's gonna pull it out.
What the fuck is going on?
There's too much
Oh wait,
tension in here.
I'm not playing it. Hold on. Sorry, my bad. There we go. It'd help if I added it to the fucking screen. I'm going to bed early tonight. Fuck this.
It's over, Gene. Give me back my son.
Don't you mean our son?
Gene, you look so different.
I did a little something with my hair and my lips.
Are those thigh highs?
So you noticed those too?
Okay, Scott, take the shot.
What did you think of them?
She's standing right there, Scott. Take the shot.
Do you like my open bust dress?
Oh, God, yeah. What the hell is wrong with you? Lost this harpy. I'm sorry, guys, but I can't. The shrew has been forged from brimstone. Translation. He said she's an evil clone. I hear you. Counterpoint? She's really hot. Damn it, Summers. Just women. Embrace magnetism. Can't you see how evil she is?
I'm going for the goth girlfriend look.
Okay, guys. I know she's an evil clone, but she is the mother of my child. To be honest, this situation is confusing as hell for me. I'm tapping out. Tapping out? You're an X-Man. You can't tap out. Dude, I'm tapping out. What would Charles think of this treason? Professor? You're like a son to me, Scott. I trust you with my very life. I want you to know that I keep a gun in the arm of my chair. It's always with me, Scott. I sleep with it. I dream about it. You can never be too careful around these students. It's not working. He keeps talking about guns. Guns? Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Are you sure this isn't his evil clone?
He kind of hinted it was for his self-defense. Guns are nothing before my might. What about wooden guns? Silence! You don't think the professor actually used it, do you? Do I think the professor shot someone? No, of course not. That's like totally ridiculous. Besides, we would have heard about it.
Could have just wiped your memories.
What?
He could have shot someone, then wiped everyone's memories about the event. It would have been easy for him.
This is a terrifying thought. Don't listen to her, Scott.
Join me, Scott. The Goblin Queen needs a king.
Not gonna lie, Goblin Queen is kind of weird, but I'm in. Step away from her, you fool. I'm kind of ripped up at the moment. Don't worry, Summers. I know this ain't easy. That's why I offer myself as a sacrifice. Do what you want to me, Gene. Make me your freaky sex puppet for all I care. Just let Summers go. What's up, He's truly the best of us. Tie me up, slap me, step on me. It's all right. My ego ain't that big. Just leave the kid out of this. I know what you're doing. You ain't got to thank me, Scott. You know, I really should have said this sooner, but you're like a brother to me. You've always had a thing for her. Charles would have been proud of you, kid. I know I sure as hell am. You can't just live out your sick fantasies with my fake goth girlfriend. Your words can no longer reach him. His heart is set. We shall remember you, Logan. We shall remember you. So, Gene, how do you want to do this? Should I take off the spandex now, or...
Sorry, Logan, but you're a little short for my taste. Not to mention a furry.
Furries deserve love.
Click on this video to see Omni-Man get...
All right, Strider, you're up.
No.
Oh, no.
Oreo.
What the fuck?
Is this a precursor to Mulan?
What the fuck is going on right now? I don't know.
Okay, if you're familiar with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was.
That was definitely not hentai.
Yeah, it's definitely not hentai.
Not that attitude.
All right, D, your turn.
All right.
I think I've seen this.
This is one of my
This is a good
favorite
one.
new things, man.
If you played Resident Evil, you.
Oh, no.
What's her number?
It's true. Oh my god.
By the way, that is a smoking hot Ada Wong cosplay, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You
it's
see how she
actually
does, look, man. You see how she does the skirt, the dress all the way up the leg. Wow.
Let's just say my name would no longer be in the book of life after one night with her. Let's just say that.
Hell, my last name would be Wong at that point.
All right. Anybody else got any other videos?
The
before we
first
close
white
it out
man in
tonight?
history to be named Wong.
Hmm?
You ain't Wong.
Last.
If you ain't Wong, you're right.
Look, man, I've always said that Ada Wong is like one of my ex-girlfriends, man. She's hot. She shows up out of nowhere and then usually tries to kill me.
And you let her, no?
Yeah, well,
I would count myself
wrong with me,
lucky if
dude.
she tried to kill me.
All right,
know,
let's
like-
wrap it up here, folks. Let's start doing outro.
All right,
Start at the
dudes.
bottom. Diesel, what you got going on?
I know on Sunday we're doing, which we may have to skip Space Jockeys this week, or maybe not. It's if we can get it done before 9. I think it may be 9 Pacific too, so we may have enough time. We're gonna be on Moxie Dame's channel, and we're gonna be doing a reading of a Star Trek Next Generation episode. And check it out, man. I am Worf and Riker, dude. I'm the only
Nice.
Right on.
I know, right?
Let's go ahead and postpone Space Jockeys this week because we don't even know what we're topics.
Yeah, I
gonna be
know.
yet.
I haven't even thought of a topic yet, man. I started marathoning. You got to watch Arcane so we can do that episode. Is freaking great, dude.
Arcane. Yeah.
Everybody go sub
Rangers.
to Moxie Dame's channel. She's
Do it.
awesome. Link will be in the chat.
Power Rangers.
Theo,
Think
what you
about
got
it.
going on, man?
Oh, I am doing comedy all over the place. The best way for you guys to keep track of that is to follow me on all of my socials. I'm going to be posting a link to my link tree in the chat so that you guys can go there. I would love it if you guys would follow me on YouTube. In Development is my own live show, my own podcast. I look forward to having many of you as guests on that when I get that set up. Very exciting. So, yeah, follow me on all social media. Thank you.
All right, Strider, what you got going on, dude?
Yeah, so I finished up Horseman, so I'm going to be doing a review probably drop that on Sunday. And then tomorrow we're doing of course Curse of Strahd, and then every Friday find me here.
Awesome. Nate, what do you got cooking, you sadistic son of a bitch?
Well, Strider already said it, but tomorrow night is going to be the big one because we are closing out what I'm calling the first season of Curse of Strahd with episode 10. And a lot of storylines I've set up for the past 9 episodes are going to converge. You guys are going to have one hell of a combat encounter. And on top of that, we are going to go for 5 hours. So I hope you guys got your snacks, you got some drinks. It's going to be glorious. And for any of you who want to check it out live, you can find my channel at Full Metal Nate. I will actually post a link to it in the comments section. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff tomorrow, and I invite everybody out. And I invite everybody to come check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of dying too.
They trip out, man. You have to come check it out. To come check that out.
I'm looking forward to it, but not really.
A trip.
Vagabond, what you got going on, dude?
I want to say this before for the guys bringing snacks to Nate's thing tomorrow. Just make sure it's not Lunchly. I heard there's mold in it.
Oh, look.
Oh yeah, the Lunchly stuff.
D&D, man. You got to bring some kind of snack when you play.
Tomorrow I'll be on Dermy's stream with we're doing playing Among Us. That's fun because we'll be arguing and shit all the time. Like I'm blaming Professor Savage Dad, and then other than that, I'm probably doing a Tuesday birthday stream. Hopefully my computer can handle it. I'm playing some weird games. They'll sound weird, but they'll be fun. And I swear it's not hentai.
No,
saying that makes me believe it's not
such a good name for a stream, man. Everybody's just gonna click on it just because it's like, I swear it's not hentai, man.
Yeah, so preview one of the games I'm playing is called Panty Party. Mind you, the game sounds weird, but the game's even on the Nintendo Switch. So that's the funny thing about this game. So it's not that bad. It's just the name. But other than that, I'll probably be working on some other podcasts I'm going to be on, and I'll be here mostly every Friday, if there's no convention or heavy metal concert.
Right on. Drunken Emerald Arrow, what you got going on?
Some refrigerated pizza that I'm about to eat. It's going to be awesome. It was fresh a little while ago, but no. Coming up in about 30 minutes, I have the Insert Title Here show with a few people that are going to be joining me, such as Theo, Nate, and Iron, possibly if he doesn't zonk out.
Hey, you got room?
I'll wait.
Diesel, if you're interested, anyone that is interested, let me know, and I'll send you the link.
Yeah, man. Shoot,
all right, post the link to your channel for the love of God in the chat, and post that on Twitter too, so people know how to find it.
Yep.
I'm trying to make sure you don't make the mistakes I made early on as well.
I posted my channel in the
What is no one watching? I only don't post or promote it in any way whatsoever. All right, awesome. And our guest of this evening, and I really hope you had a good time, even though this was probably the most chaotic show I've had in months. Toasty with the most.
Oh yeah.
What do you got going on? Tell people where you can be.
Okay, so I'm supposed to be on Beal's Pub. But once
it's 3 a.m. in the morning.
3 a.m. So I'm trying to stay up.
I usually take naps before I can even get on there when you invite me on.
I know. Maya might take like not an hour nap after this, but yeah, I have that going on. And Sunday I have my own. Well, actually, Sunday I am in Reality Base with Ryan and the rest of the panel, 4 p.m. East, and then after that, it's my show at 8 p.m. East. So I have a lot of shows and panels to be on and stuff. And this is my third one for today. So, and then there's Bio's Pub. That'll be the fourth one. So, yeah.
Awesome. And I posted a link for Devil's channel, Beelzehub, in the chat. Everybody go subscribe to that. I'm going to Toasty. I'm going to post your links as well. Everybody who, hell, I think you got more of your people here watching than my people. So everybody go subscribe to Toasty. I'm going to put your link tree. That's the easiest way to find all.
Follow her on X, man. She stirs up. That's why you got in trouble, man. You started poking. You started poking that transforming bear, man, and like they all come out of the bear.
Yeah. I loved watching you go after the screeching liberals right after the election. That was some.
That was funny.
Everyone tells me that. At least that's something I'm proud of. That people always tell me when I follow you on your social media. It's the funniest thing seeing you just like argue with these fucking insane lunatics.
You remind me of Salty Cracker. You have like 0 fucks to give when you get on there and talk shit to people.
Salty Cracker is hilarious.
And I follow Salty Cracker too.
Like,
hopefully you get your original X account back, but for now, everybody go follow her on her new X account. The link's in the chat.
Thank you.
And co-host Professor Savage Head, what you got going on, man?
Let's see. I'll be with Vagabond tomorrow night, probably. I have a busy day of just doing stuff around the house. It's time to get Christmas up. Thanksgiving is next fucking week. I've been so busy with work for the last fucking couple months that I'm way behind. So I'll probably be doing some videos. Actually, I do have some content coming up that I'll do. Probably the only shit that I'm going to manage to get done before the end of the year. Last year, I was doing an advent calendar, and I was doing a video a day, editing videos of a beer advent calendar that I had. I couldn't find it this year. I wanted to do it again, but instead I have a whiskey of the world, like really fancy advent calendar. So I'm going to be trying whiskeys from Taiwan, Australia, here in America, like all over the freaking place. So
I might need a book ticket.
Oh, dude, it's nice, dude. It's in a wooden case with these linen wrap books. Like it was at Costco for, it's still kind of expensive, but cheaper than if I bought it.
Vagabond, you should make one that's like Tastes of the World, man, and put all this crazy
This is what it looks like. Like it's wild. So I'm going to be doing a video a day, sampling whiskey and doing some reviews on that for Christmas. Last year I did beer. This year will just be whiskey. It's going to be probably just tasting, edit, boom. It's just one of those things where I challenge myself for the month of December
to drink more.
Drink daily.
Drink more. Yes, drink daily. Shoot a video, edit a video, post a video, all in the same day. So starting December, and I'll be dumping those out.
Speaking of which, I'm sorry.
Let him finish real quick.
Yeah, that's right. Other than that, like I said, tomorrow night with Vagabond on Saturday with Dermy, and then probably be doing some video comic book stuff with MSK this weekend, and then back here on Rogues next week.
Right on. Man, if I were dumb enough to bring that thing into my house, I'd be on December 31st within 2 hours.
I'll be doing my drunk driving streams.
So, I can't be buying
I know
that.
I'm gonna miss a day.
I didn't mean to interrupt, dude. You know me, I'm kind of a spaz.
No,
but
you're
when
good,
you
dude.
started talking about drinking. I was just gonna point out, man, I picked this up. It was last Sunday, but it was really November 6th, 14th.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's my 10-year chip, man. 10 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man. Good fucking job, dude. Oh yeah.
I'm proud of that, man. It's like
You
nice.
should be, man. That's a great accomplishment, man.
Yeah,
Way to
well,
go.
I'm not killing myself anymore, which is nice.
It's a good thing to not do.
See, there's hope for anybody.
That's a very good thing.
No matter how.
All right, I'll do my outro real quick, and then we'll call it a night because we all got places to be. Thanks everybody for watching. You can check this out again next week. We hopefully will be on time, 5:30 p.m. PST for the weekly Rogues Gallery. We'll have an announcement of who the guest will be soon. No space jockeys this week, but go check out Diesel over on Moxie Dame's channel for that Star Trek fun. You can go check out Prof and Vagabond over on Dermy's channel for some Among Us, and I will be joining Drunken Emerald Arrow here in about 30 minutes after dinner. Barring that, thanks to everyone in the chat for checking this out. If you're not already, please subscribe, helps the channel grow. And of course, subscribe to everyone on the panel's links, which are in the description as well as in the chat. Burn that. Thanks everybody for stopping in. We'll see you all again next week. And we're just doing a hard out tonight. Bye, everybody.
Holla.
Later, guys.
Thanks for hanging.